the AI with the that David.
It's
Somebody popped in and popped right back out.
That's what
Nope,
she said.
that certainly is me.
Well,
Did
I don't
you
Hey,
see you on my phone because your logo didn't show up.
did you chaps see the live stream to get the mods and the order and all that kind of jazz? Are you both happy with it?
Well, that's what we were in the process of talking about.
Okay.
yeah, I
My bad,
actually
David.
gave him my the order of the mods I had in from the last live stream.
Yeah, I'm trying to juggle around cook, supper, all that jazz.
Oh, that sounds like fun. How old's
Hey,
your granddaughter?
she's 4.
Dang, that's youngin.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like to say, if she was listening in on our stream tonight, we'd have virgin ears. We'd have to keep our mouths clean.
Well, she's young enough she wouldn't understand, but that
Well, I
doesn't
think
mean
like,
that doesn't mean we get used to it.
well, I mean, like with mine and Zach's humor, as you know.
Hehehehe.
What was it I
Okay,
said?
so
Oh, I'm not
sorry, go
gonna.
ahead.
There was something I said earlier on, which I'm not going to repeat because it's the first few minutes of the stream, but it involved mosquito bites.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Anyway, moving swiftly on. Um,
So is it the same username, same password as always?
it isn't set up yet. I haven't set the
Oh, it
convoy
is.
up,
Crap, I
but
was I was trying to.
that's
Sorry.
that's because I've got the mods showing because I wasn't at my keyboard. So is that are those okay? Are we both happy with those?
yeah, make
Because I didn't want.
sure.
I told Zach I didn't want to use the the Volvo because of the one that mod you were talking about. Because I had problems with it the last time I ran it on my laptop and it crashed my game. And I had to literally go in, delete everything, and redo everything to get it to go back to running right.
Yep, those mods are the same order that I just gave to Daniel, so we should be
Cool.
good.
Okay. All right. Going to here. Well, good evening, everyone. Welcome to the stream. Good evening, John. I feel
How is
like
John? I haven't spoken to him in a bit.
I know his computer went down or something. I think it was his
That's
graphics
what he told
card.
me. Wow, that's not good.
I think it was his graphics card. Can't really remember.
well, he's on the YouTube chat, so hopefully
Well, if
he'll let us
guess if
know.
he can hear me, if he can hear me, I say hi, John.
Oh yes, we got an update.
Yeah, I just noticed that too. That's what took me a while to get running and get my computer up. It was doing 1.49 point something. I can't remember what it said.
Yeah, it's 149x, whatever
Yeah,
X is. Oh,
yeah,
here's a surprise. I was at a Mac R.
yeah. I'm on the Mac R too. I ended up having to redo the engine in it, so I just put a 600 horse cat in it for the heck of it.
Daniel's favorite engine.
Yeah, well, I do like the Cummins, but and stuff, but that's not an option in the engine pack yet.
It is
At
now.
least when I was sorry.
I updated it last weekend to give the usual suite of engines that are available for any truck. Because I'd pretty much restricted it to 400 or less other than max, and I'm like, I'm just going to turn them on for everyone. So I did.
Right, and then I'd like for there to be an 18 speed available, in the Mac R's if there ever was one.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could have gotten one in there. I think you could have gotten an Eaton or the Mac 18 speed.
Yeah, yes.
Well, I didn't see it. All I saw was the biggest I saw was a 13 speed.
Right. Well, it's not
And
in there. It's not in there right now. But have you ever
oh,
tried the Max Superliner mod?
I can't afford to pay for any of the
It,
payware stuff because of my
it's
situation.
it's free.
Where's
Um,
that?
you
Well,
don't,
you
you'll
can't tell me in the stream. You can tell
I
me
think
in
he has
Discord.
a I think he has a website on Gumroad or something. But yeah, if you
he
struck up
does.
Mac Superliner, you should be able to find
Yeah.
it.
Or if you
Well,
if you search my channel for Superliner, it's going to be linked in there as well. Now it's
well,
free. You can donate money if you want, but you don't have
right.
to.
So I guess once if you can just direct message it to me in Discord, the link if that's allowed. It sounds like somebody's typing it right now.
That's no. I'm actually customizing a truck. Let me
Oh, my
see if
bad.
I can Let's see if I can pull it up.
Because I'm at the
Shit.
login screen for the convoy right now, just waiting for David to get it set up. So because I've already got my profile I'm using for today, I got my Mac fixed and everything, so I'm good to go for this stream.
Yeah, here's the guy's website. I'll just message it to you directly.
Then also, because I'm in Wichita, if I don't know where y'all are starting at.
I don't even know where I'm at.
Just
Think-
said,
I think we finished off at Selena, but because of the update, I can fast travel anywhere, so I went to the same place. I went to Wichita.
because I've said that things have has been hectic in my neck of the woods. So so that's why I've also fell behind on some of the convoys and stuff too. Right.
Yeah, we haven't done any, I don't think, for a while.
Well,
I'll
things
say
hasn't
David
been
and I
since
maybe
New
done
Year's
one or
Eve.
two at most.
Because I think the last one I did was New Year's Eve, New Year's Day, before when the internet was crashing quite a bit.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Let me see. So how are you both anyway? Like I say, it feels like it's been a while. Daniel,
It has.
I know that you've been busy, so you might not want to go through everything, but are you well in yourself?
Yeah, it's I just some things going on with the person. My roommate, she had some health issues, and I had to go stay with my folks for a little bit, and then some other odds and ends things are having to be moved around. But I am going to be getting my own place eventually. I'm not going to specify where because none of y'all would know it, but I will be getting my own place, and my roommate will still be around. It's just there'll be two other people besides her coming in and out, helping me to do things, and I'll have a little bit bigger room, to set up my stuff and everything, but I won't have the money to to get. It'll have my gaming money will have to be set aside for now and put on necessities so I can get accustomed to the new place, and then I'll be able to go back and be upgrading and do like I was before. So that's kind
Well,
of
at least
the
you'll have
gist
your
of
own
what I'm
place.
Yeah, and it's a change, because but it's something that's inevitably was coming. You just didn't know it was going to be this soon.
Yeah.
But I just do appreciate all y'all messaging me, and even though I didn't expect any of y'all really to be, I wasn't trying to get sympathy or nothing. It's just sometimes that's how I vent, and I guess social media is not the place to do it necessarily, but y'all have been kind and considerate and everything, and I do appreciate it.
Yeah, anytime.
And if I could see y'all in person, it would, who knows? One of these days we might cross paths. You never know, but just
It is a small world.
right? I would love to tell y'all, face to
very
face
small.
one of these days. One of these days, who knows? We might cross paths. Who knows? Not saying it will ever happen, but I do appreciate y'all letting me join y'all on the convoys, and because like I said, I grew up around heavy equipment and big trucks growing up, and so this is like a good thing for me. So something I enjoy doing with some like-minded people, especially some of us that have dark humor. Zach,
Might not just be Zach, but yeah, at least on the humor side of
David,
things.
you're not that bad compared to me and Zach, David. And I'm not mad than either one of y'all. I'm just trying
Well,
to be
my
funny.
my dad's a veteran, so you can see where I get my humor from.
Snap.
Well, I definitely appreciate his service because I have a brother in the military too, and he's already been over in Iraq 3 times. The first
Ooh.
time I was in junior high when he was he graduated high school in '97, and he's he's also flying for Southwest Airlines now too.
Dang.
He's flown Blackhawks, and he's done, he's even flown, I guess, flown the governor of Arkansas, not the current one, but he's flown some previous presidents and some other people too.
Oh, that's cool.
But don't
So,
be encouraging.
John let us
Go
know
ahead,
that it is his graphics card that's gone bad.
That's hate to hear that.
Mm.
What kind of computer does he have? I mean, like brand wise.
Or better yet, what GPU does he have?
Hmm.
For sure, because I mean, I'm just curious. I mean, I usually go by brand, then I go down to the GPU, CPU, and all that crap. So David, do you have it set up yet, or are you still in the process?
Might have forgotten to set up the convoy. There we go. It's currently
So
processing
it's on.
mods. Sorry about that.
So it's the same name and password as before.
Yep.
Okay. Is it capitalized or uncapped, like lowercase on your password? I mean, not your password, but your username.
I don't think it makes a difference, but I think it's lowercase.
If you're friends
Okay.
with David on Steam, it should show up first in the list.
Yeah.
Well, I am, but I'm at the convoy menu right now. I'm trying to search his
It's
name.
alright. It's okay. It takes us. Okay. It took a time to get set up, but it is now set up.
Okay. It's laptop's slow as molasses, even with that. Here it goes. Okay, so here's one convoy, 1975. Oh, come on. Jesus freaking Christ. There we go. I had to use the top row of keys to type it in. Have either one of y'all ever heard of a 8-bit DO brand controller?
The 8-bit dude? Yeah, I think I have one actually.
I'm actually using. I bought one a while back from vintage stock up here in my area, and where I live at in the mall, and I'm using it with my laptop, and I actually like it.
Yeah, it's a nice controller. I've had it for years. Alright, I need to update the engine pack.
It did tell me to update.
It's saying wrong version. Let me just unsubscribe and resubscribe to it.
That's interesting. It didn't make me update it.
Yeah, I think I updated it maybe last weekend, but Steam's weird. Sometimes it seems to push it immediately the very second I do it, and sometimes it seems to take days.
Yep.
So David, do we want to do our first load with the Mac Rs, or do you want to do something? Because I know you said something earlier about not on the phone, but like on Discord about wanting to drive the Mac R through something like through the streets of somewhere, whatever.
Maybe at some point we can, but I don't think I've gotten air in a Mac R yet.
Well, because I'm in my Mac R, the one I mentioned to you just now. If we wanted to start the stream with the Mac R, and then probably eventually, how about we just do the whole stream in Mac Rs?
What do you mean you haven't been in a Mac R?
Well, I haven't seen air in a Mac R. So I haven't
Seen everything else in a Mac R the past 2 weeks.
Pretty much, right? Snow, rain, and I was of a mind to say, do either of you
Right.
chaps fancy playing around with Grimes' Frosty Winter mod?
I don't. What is it? Freeware?
Mm-hmm. But the complication is it's quite a big download, and so that's something we should plan, I think, rather than just should we?
Yeah, if it's
Yeah,
on my
that's-
internet, that would probably take a while.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would be interested in it, but we need to give it some time.
Why is
Because
it saying the engine pack is the wrong version?
it never gave me that. It said everything was proper, and it sent me. It got right in.
You may need to, if you didn't already, you may need to close ATS, hit unsubscribe. Wait till Steam has done whatever it does to remove it from the game, which in my case sometimes it's like 15 seconds, because there's a little progress bar that goes across, and then you have to go back and subscribe. It's
Yeah, that's what I did.
It's kind of like showing my cat the food bowl and then standing next to her so she knows she can eat. Weird cat. Huh. Well, that's weird.
Pretty cat.
Is it definitely the Steel Productions engine pack, or is it something else? I wonder.
That's what it said.
Yeah. Okay. Is it possible that I haven't got the latest version?
It shouldn't be, because I'm running the latest one, because it didn't tell me that it was to update it or not. I'm in convoy mode right now.
But what I mean
Unloading
is, Daniel, if you and I haven't got the same update. If it's missing an update.
Hold on. I guess we could. I guess we could all exit out, but wouldn't that cancel the stream?
No, it'll just change the convoy. But I can't test the version without closing the convoy, which I'm happy to do. If
Well, let's go ahead and do that. Let's go ahead and do that and just get it out of the way.
Zach, I have a suspicion that your machine is the correct machine version, and ours is the old one, because it seems real bizarre.
I remember we had this issue before.
We did. So I'm not sure what that might be.
Well, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go in and unsubscribe and resubscribe and see what I can. See if that helps.
I know it doesn't work if you keep the game running. It's kind of weird.
Well, I'm at the where you select your profile. That's where I'm at. I'm going in trying to. I'm going to see what on my screen. What when the last update was, or where it says when the last update was.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like it always shows version 1.0 regardless of how many updates it's been through.
And that's because the author's real lazy.
Don't be hard on yourself.
But you know what though? That's actually something I should look at.
Okay, it says last updated February 7th at 2:48 p.m.
Yep, that's it.
That's what it shows on my end.
Right, but that's the mod, not the version on your machine. So you may have to close the game completely, unsubscribe, and then add it again for it to update. Mine's just finished doing it. It looks like. It can be really fussy sometimes.
Okay, let's see here. Scrolling down right now. Let's see here. Yeah, mine's showing version 1.0 as well. I just looked at the mod details part of it. Y'all there?
Yeah.
Yep, still here.
All right, because y'all went silent on me. That's kind of scared me. No offense.
Okay. Weirdly enough, updating just my engine pack caused the map to update.
I need to update before I went into the actual game itself.
Now, the last update I did was to fix an issue with the Volvo, where none of the transmissions appeared because I did a big schoolboy mistake. So I can look to verify I've got the latest one.
Okay.
Wow. Was that what I think it was, Zach?
Maybe.
What is it? What am I missing?
You didn't hear that, Daniel?
No.
Okay.
I just farted big time.
Oh, I heard one earlier loud enough to shake to wake the dead, and y'all didn't even say nothing.
I don't think I have Discord voice cancellation on or voice suppression.
Well, for one, I had my cheeks right by my phone, and y'all still didn't hear it.
Okay, so the way to test if you've got the latest version is if you go to the truck browser, go to the Volvo VNL. And
okay, hold on. Sorry, do I need to get back into the game?
Once you've done the process, yes.
Okay, I'm loading back in right now then. So do I need to go into convoy mode first and then the truck dealers?
No. You don't have to go into the dealer. You can go into the truck browser.
I see content browsers. I'm not seeing. Oh wait, is it truck manager?
It's the content browser, and then it's the top section. I think it's called truck browser.
Okay, I'm sorry. I've not explored all the features of this yet. So
okay. And then when you're in there,
That's what she said.
I'll do the same thing again. So you go content browser, truck browser, top option, and then there's a little truck with a question mark symbol over it. That just lets you choose the truck you want to use. So scroll down until you find the white Volvo VNL, not the white Volvo VNL 2014.
Yes, I see it right here.
Yep, and then once you're in that, you just go across to transmission.
Okay, so do I need to select the 2014 first because I haven't selected it yet?
Yes.
Okay, now you said go over to the transmissions.
Yep, and then I'm just going to filter and only show the steel production engine
Okay,
pack ones.
it just kicked me out of ATS. It went straight to
Right.
my desktop background.
Okay, so I don't believe you've got the latest version, Daniel. Because
Well, that's odd.
what it was doing was it was crashing the quick jobs because of an error I made updating the engine pack.
Okay, so now since I went back I'm back into the login screen. So do I just need to go back and redo
No.
what I did before
No.
on the mod?
Yes, but what you need to do is you have to close the game.
I did because it kicked me out.
Right.
Remember?
Right. So go to Steam.
Okay.
You tell it to unsubscribe. Wait until the Steam client has done whatever it does. The little download bar at the bottom shows.
Okay. Hold on a second. Do I need to go to the Steam app itself, or do I need to go into ATS game and go to the Steam Workshop that way?
You have to use the Steam client, or I guess
Okay,
you could probably
so-
use the Steam website.
Because when you go into to check your mods in the ATS itself, and it says that Steam Workshop icon in the top left corner or top right corner, where it says Mod Manager.
Well, you could do that, but you can't. The game cannot run because if it's running, this process doesn't seem to work.
Because I'm sorry for if I'm causing any problems.
Oh, you're good.
So let's see here. Go to my Steam. Okay, so I'm actually in the Steam client right now. So what'd you say I need to go from here?
You need to go to the workshop and find
Okay.
that mod.
Where in the heck is it? I can't remember where it's at.
You should be able to just search for it in the Steam Workshop under ATS.
Yeah.
But I'm not. I'm trying to see. Oh, here it is. Community and then workshop right here. Hopefully this ain't it. I clicked community and hit workshop. Well, it's just the wrong dang thing.
Is there a way I can share my screen? Yes.
For my phone, my screen keeps going off on my phone, so not for sure.
Daniel, I can also show you on YouTube.
Okay.
Can y'all see my screen?
Hold on. My phone went into sleep mode, and then I'm having to log back in. Let me see real quick. Okay. Okay, here, there's the deal that says watch stream on this. Do I need to go hit that, or will it interrupt my call with y'all?
No, you can watch it.
I don't know if it was going to... Okay, so I see library.
All right, you see
home,
my screen,
selections,
Daniel?
Yeah, I see right there, yeah. I see you're on home, or no, library.
Yep, so I'm on library, and then American
Yes.
Truck Simulator.
Okay, I am going to scroll on... Let's see,
And
where
then
is it?
this tab right here called Workshop.
Hold on, I'm a little slow, but I'm trying to see why I'm here it is. Okay, I got it brought up in the client. What do I need to go to next? You said.
Okay, up here where it says Workshop,
Oh,
where my mouse is at.
yep, I see it there. Click that.
Yep.
Okay.
And then the search bar. Just
Okay.
type in Steel Productions.
Give me a moment. I'm typing with one hand. I smashed one of my fingers at work the other day, and I'm hold the phone with one hand and type with the other.
Ouch.
It was when I was powerlifting. I was putting weights on the side of the machine. We were helping switch some weights out, and I smashed it with a 25-pound round thingy.
Ouch.
Okay, Cell Productions engine pack. Okay, I'm right here. What do I need to do?
Okay, where it says where you're subscribed, you're going to click unsubscribe, and then down below, it's going to show a starting download thing. That's just Steam removing it.
Wow, that was quick. Sorry.
Yep.
Okay. Yep. Then hit subscribe again, right?
Yep,
Mhm.
after that little download bar completes, when you unsubscribe to it, just hit subscribe again, and then let Steam re-download it, and then install it.
Because remember, I got 32 gigs of RAM in my laptop. All right. It says it's complete.
All right, then you
So
should launch the
exactly.
game and should have the latest version.
All right. Whoa. You still there?
Yep.
Still
I thought that little clip ended. I thought I ended the call. Okay, so I'm gonna go into the mod manager back real quick and see if there's any difference. Just to double check with y'all and make sure that's okay with y'all.
Yeah. Thank you, Zach. I'd completely forgotten about sharing it using Discord.
Okay.
Yeah, you're
'cause
welcome.
For me, it's still showing version 1.0 on the mod details section, but it did everything else did according to what you said.
It's always going to show version 1.0.
Oh,
Yeah, I wonder why that is, David.
hey, don't be too hard on it.
Um, it's to do with the
I guess
flux capacitor dilithium matrix.
Hey Zach,
Yeah.
guess what level my profile's on right now?
420?
1480.
Damn.
Yeah. Thanks. I appreciate y'all hanging in there with me because I've been, not meaning to delay the stream by any means. You know, it happened.
Nah, you're good, man.
Yeah, the stream's running.
So I'm gonna check my my Mac. Make sure everything's still the same as it was before I saved it last. Because I plan on using this Mac for the stream. Huh. I have to go back in or I guess I could do one of my other trucks.
Let me just test this Volvo theory just to be sure I'm good too.
Yeah.
Should I do that? Should I test the Volvo theory before I do anything else?
I mean, it should be okay,
Would you-
but we don't like the word
you want-
should.
Time to get the job done.
So the white Volvo VNL 2014?
Yes, sir.
Mine's not even showing me the option for the Steel Productions engine pack with the transmission.
You know what? I'm scrolling over to transmissions right now, and it did not even crash.
Right. So
It
if it's not showing, you've probably not got the latest version, Zach, which is thoroughly bizarre because we've just watched it update it.
But mine's fine, or at least what I did. You know what you suggested. So I know I'm gonna go ahead and while Zach's figuring that out, I'm gonna try to.
Oh, you know what? I had ATS running in the background when I did that.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I shouldn't have laughed, Zach. You can reach through the phone and slap me if you please.
Nah, I thought it was funny too. I was like, oh, I had ATS running.
Yeah, it really has some weird quirks, doesn't it?
Which, it's weird because it can detect while the game's running if you installed a mod, but it won't actually load it.
Yeah, and it did something else as well. I'm like, that's weird. I forget what it was. It was to do with when it was open. Yeah, because I can change a local mod as long as I'm at the profile picture. Screen, excuse me, but I can't download one from the Steam Workshop.
Yeah, exactly.
There must be some difference. But it's not so bad because we have mods.
Alright, I got Volvo transmissions and it did not crash.
Hey, Dave.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna have a quick question for you before we get started, if you don't mind me asking. It's about one of the engines. The 1999 Caterpillar C16 600, 600 horsepower, 50 pound-feet of torque. Which of the transmissions, would you suggest trying to use with that type of motor that's available in the Mac R as of right now? Like, I see a couple of 13 speeds that I was going to use, but I didn't know what you would suggest.
Well, I've
Realistically, with that motor, I would probably go with the 13 speed because they didn't make a 10 speed past 1850 torque. So
Because there's
13
a
or
13
18 speed would probably be best.
Because they don't have no 18 speeds. Or the biggest they have is they have two 13 speeds, and that's it. One's a direct and one's over gear, and they're both fuller
Which I
transmission.
don't know how that makes sense because all 13s are overdrive.
Well, neither one. They're all like like with the where it shows heavy cargo maneuverability and all that stuff. Both of them are the same, so like nothing's changed on either one of them. So I guess I'll go with the overgear.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I'm not.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I would
I
say
wanna
the 13 speed would be your most realistic option.
Yeah. Because I see what dealer I'm at. I'm at the Freightliner dealership in Wichita, I believe. Or no, hold on. Let me see where I'm at on the map before I go any.
Yep,
Because
that's where
when
I'm
I-
at too.
Oh, you transported or you quick traveled there? Because I forgot I had
Yep.
to get back into the convoy. My bad. I thought I was in the convoy. Jeez.
I'm just round the corner buying a garage. Or a garage.
Okay, give me a moment to get back in.
That's what she said.
Hopefully not,
That's
but okay.
Hey, hey,
I mean, if you
Zach,
finish too quickly, yeah, you might need a second.
Hey Zach, do you remember? Do you
Yeah.
watch much wrestling?
I don't really watch wrestling.
Well, for one, there was a clip of Triple H and Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels, where they were gonna give Vince McMahon the Carolina Gamecocks mascot, and they were yelling like
Uh-huh.
"Cock" in the on live TV, you know, and all that stuff.
Huh.
It was kind of they were being perverted, but it was kind of indirect, but still on live TV.
Yeah.
It was pretty funny. I think if you looked it up on YouTube, you would find it funny. Okay, I am now officially back into business, and okay, that's odd. It's dark now, and no, that is not a racist joke.
It has at least stopped raining. I checked the rain preference and it's like 10% or something.
Unless David
Okay.
secretly turns it up mid-convoy.
Sorry, excuse me.
Okay, where are
Never
y'all at?
trust the British guy who's laughing.
I'm not seeing y'all on the map. Oh, there you are. Y'all are at the. I'm headed your way now. I forgot I had to press something like a bigger. I'll meet where y'all want to meet. I'll meet you at the gas station over there
Do
by the truck.
you want to choose a job, Daniel?
Sure. I guess we can see what's in the middle of in Wichita here. Let me go to job market. Let's see, freight market. Give me a moment. I'm only. What trucks are y'all running?
I'm running the Mac Anthem.
Okay, and what are you running, David?
I'm running with a Macar right now.
Let's see here.
Grandpa and grandson.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, I got an. This is a 127 mile, but it's a 500 pound load.
I'm
Want to see who can struggle the most?
I'm good with that. This thing has
Yeah, that'll be interesting.
I've got a
Yeah.
a 5-speed and a 300 horsepower engine, so it can cope with it.
I got a 425, so
Ready?
it should be decent.
It should be at the Let's see here. I hit it. GPS. Of course, my truck's not really equipped. You know, if I had an 18 speed, it'd be even better. So it says the load is 36 miles away. So I don't know. I'm heading that way now. If you can see me.
What's the site called?
Or the company.
What was the company?
Hold on. Let me. It's hold on here. It's Wichita something. Let's see here. We get on I-135, and then like at that first, once we get down to the intersection. Crap. It's Wichita something. I can't read it even on the GPS and stuff. So If you'll
Is
just
it
follow,
Vitus Power?
I don't know. It said Wichita something. It looked like a medical emblem or like a leaf or something on it. But if you'll get behind me,
It's
I can lead you to it.
It sounds like it's just south of the Ultimates.
It's-
It's the city barber or something. It's the airline place, I think.
If you'll follow me, I got my GPS. I know I shouldn't be using my GPS, but I'm lost without it.
You can
So I'm
use it
coming
if you
in.
like.
See, y'all pass? You see me, right?
Yeah.
Did you not see me?
Yeah. We did.
Okay, I couldn't. I didn't take enough time to look to see y'all. Y'all want me to slow down?
Maybe for David.
Excuse me.
Yeah, that's
I was choking.
That's what she said.
What on horse car? Oh no, I took it a little too far. I'm sorry. That's what our current administration can go choke on.
Breach.
I like what you changed your name to. That's what she said.
Oh yeah, I had to capitalize on the name.
Yeah, but it's still I like it though. I mean,
Oops.
I like
Sorry, Zach.
What'd you do?
I like that neutrality too, but I just wish you would have changed your background photo.
Well, that photo scares David, so that's why I keep it.
Let's see what kind of top. Oh, I'm already in 13th gear. I'm barely doing finally cracking 62.
Yeah, I'm in 9th gear and I'm hitting 62. Now I'm
Okay,
in 10th.
this upcoming exit, you'll stay in the right hand lane and you'll curve off to the right. No, not over a cliff.
Aw, that ain't no
This is the
fun.
Kellogg exit. And then there's another exit, Kellogg. You follow that one to the right, and then follow this curve around.
I like Kellogg's cereal.
That's what she said.
I can definitely produce a log too. I did that at the gas station today. I felt bad for them.
Damn, Zach.
So it turns out that my top speed is limited to 58 miles an hour.
Mine's
I'm at
barely
80 right now and I'm still climbing.
For me, I'm barely hitting 74.
I got 325 gear, and so I think mine's the tallest.
Yeah.
I have mine's 380 something. I think. I think you can.
It's 387.
387 is what I think.
Yeah.
I like using 336s if I can in any of my trucks.
Yeah, this is a 355, but it's a direct. And my
So that's pretty much a 488.
Because I've probably got the most powerful motor out of all of us,
So
but I got the smallest.
I'm assuming that you took an exit and stayed in the left lane.
Yeah, because I'm fixing to come up to the company right now.
Alright. I hope you took an exit and used the left lane because you've disappeared and I can't go any quicker than I am right now. So I'm kind of guessing
Wait.
where you are.
Zach, it's right up. There's a sign right behind me that I just passed. That's the name of the company.
Yeah, Whitaker City something. Yeah, it definitely looks like an airport terminal with trucks.
Yeah, one of
Yeah, it
these.
says it's Wichita Sky Harbor.
That's it. One of the Steam achievements is to take certain items from the 3 aviation sites in this city, which I can't say. So that's how I knew that it was.
You know, we have a team we have a semi-pro baseball team that moved from Wichita to Northwest Arkansas several years back. The Wichita Wranglers moved and became the Arkansas Naturals.
Huh.
I just ran into it.
Oh, holy shit.
Yes, how may I help you?
There are 2 red low boys that are the same exact setup. I don't know why it's an option in here.
Oh, hold on. Does it show that until I hook up to the trailers when it'll show that I have the load, right, or whatever, and then you can select from there and take it?
Yeah, the thing is though, you can select the color of the trailer, and there's two of the same color that are the same spec. I don't know why they put two in there.
I'm gonna see if I got my beacons on top real quick. Yep, I do. I'm gonna put my flashers on because I know this load's gonna be slow. Zach, don't get any ideas on your perverted mind, buddy.
Yeah, it's not going to be slow. We're going to be like lightning fast until we reach.
I'm barely cracking 70.
Or until we reach a
70.
on-ramp hill.
Well, I was thinking until we reach 58, but
Oh,
I mean,
that-
you know.
My bad.
Thanks for crashing my trailer, Daniel, before I even hooked onto it.
I didn't.
And crashing into me.
I seen your truck, but I didn't see no trailer attached to you.
Yeah, I was backing up to attach to it, and you moved the trailer out of the way.
I didn't see it, man. I didn't see no trailer. I'm sorry, Zach.
Nah, you're good. That's funny.
Hey, having a free drink tonight on me. Okay, hold on here. I just saw a car coming back my way, like back y'all's direction. It went back towards me and then jumped way back and then jumped back again. So there might be something going on. It was the AI acting really, really weird. I'm just giving y'all a heads up.
All right.
I'm gonna get up on top of the exit ramp and try to get in position to wait on y'all. So I'm not gonna get too far ahead of y'all. 'Cause we need, if we're gonna be a slow group, all of us gonna be slow. We're gonna have to do it together.
That was real sweet of them. They put my cargo up a hill, so it helped me get going.
Yeah, you're gonna need every bit of power you can get. Hey, David, just do the trick I showed you. Put a dog treat in front of the bulldog.
Right.
I'm sorry for making our first load be a really heavy one, but I just thought I couldn't pass it up.
Hey, I've got 1425 foot-pounds of torque, so it's not. I think it's the highest Mack 600 engine.
The 300 made that much power?
Yeah, it's the 300. It's the EM300L.
Oh, okay.
So it's the extra special one.
Even by today's standards, that's not bad at all.
I know, and it produces it at 1,000 revs, 1,020.
You know what we should have done if you had the 6V92, all of us should have equipped the same exact truck and transmission and everything and done this.
Yeah, it's
You know, the 6V92.
Yeah, it's not quite ready yet.
I'm just waiting on that big cam.
And is it the NTC Big Cam 4 or is that just the Big Cam 4?
I think most of the torque curves are the 3 or I think it's the 4 that it's modelled on. But I want to go back and make sure I've got the right dates and the right versions of the engines. So.
Yeah. So I'm at the top of the exit ramp. But the first bridge you cross, park, got my flashers on, got my beacons on. So when you come up, you should see me. I'm on the shoulder.
Well, I'm going to try and avoid stopping it at all costs all of the time because this thing will take a bit to get it going.
Well, thank you, Sterling Truck, for letting me go.
So I guess, should I get rolling too? That way y'all don't get hung up. You okay, dude?
Come on, I'm in fourth gear. Climb, go, 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 go. No, don't drop speed. Don't drop speed.
Should we wait for Dave? Because it sounded like it broke down, man.
No, I just coughed a little bit and then I muted myself so the whole world didn't, well, all 2 people watching the stream didn't hear me coughing. Right.
Alright, just want to make sure you're okay.
I'm on the hill in 3rd gear. I'll be in 2nd.
I was on that hill in 4th gear. I almost had to downshift.
I'm in 11th gear and I'm at 36 miles an hour with the 45 mile an hour speed limit. Okay, the Wichita exit going to the right is where you need to go. If you can put your big GPS up on your screens, you'd see.
Yay, you didn't have to drop out of 2nd gear.
I'm leaving my beacons on and my 4-way flashers on this whole entire trip. Even though it's gonna be short distance still. I mean, I'd rather have it on so, you know, just common courtesy. That way the people can go around me. while I'm flipping them the bird.
I think just to make up, I should probably turn my lights off.
Lights, your headlights?
Yeah.
Why not? Why?
Well, I mean, if you've got all of those extra lights on, I don't need mine on, right? Because, right?
True.
Yeah, the less lights you have, the more horsepower.
Yeah, that's true. Actually, I mean, those bad boys probably suck 5 horsepower off me.
I wish
Well,
I
I
could
was
find somebody to do that.
Zach, I thought you said Zach. Hey, Zach. For that second there, I thought you said horsepower.
No, that too.
But I might no.
Lot
Well.
lizard power.
Yes, that's probably more.
Power.
This thing, okay, all said and done, and I will not be able to go faster than 58 because that's my governed speed. This thing is pulling this this load pretty well. I am.
This
very
MP7's doing well too. I mean, granted, I haven't
I'm-
been able to go past 45, but it's doing it.
Right now, I'm barely doing 57, and it's 60-mile-an-hour speed limit. Oh, hold on, we got a toll booth up ahead, so.
Ah.
But you don't have to stop if you get in the far right lane. It's just a start of
Yeah, but
toll
cars are
road.
still going to cut me off, and I'll still have to slow down.
You can just tell them to go burn in hell. That's what one of my uncles did before. When I was riding in the back seat with him in a vehicle, he flipped a couple of tractor trailers up and told him to go burn in hell in his own special way.
No idea what that means, but I haven't got a ticket for not having my lights on yet.
Yeah.
Well, I'm just saying, though, I'm talking about like being cut off, and then being mad about it or whatever. And I always want every time I see people cut me off in the vehicle I'm in, I just want to go and flip them off real bad. But that's road rage. I've ridden with too many people that have been in road rage incidents. Luckily, I didn't get anything happen to me, but nearly one of them drove off of a cliff when it happened. But luckily, that person didn't.
That'd have been funny to see.
Yeah,
Yeah, karma's a bitch, ain't it?
Well, I'm glad it's not raining. This will be very difficult without rain. You can actually see without your headlights on. This is cool.
Okay, now,
That just makes me suspicious that David turned up the rain.
okay, Zach and David, there's a wide spot ahead that's ahead of y'all. That's it's got this kind of like a symbol like for a toll booth. You can drive. It's got a little overhead thing that you just drive right through and it automatically charges you, so you don't have to stop. Just,
Yeah,
just
but
give
if
me
you're
a-
even off by 1 inch driving through that, you're gonna crash.
No. I'm talking about not the toll booth that y'all are fixing to cross through. There's another one like where you pay the what they charge you.
Oh, okay.
Is that they automatically take it out and you don't have to stop. The next one after y'all's, because and I'm having to pull over to do a weight scale shit. I guess I'm gonna do it since I'm already slowing down because I was gonna drive right on by. So I don't know what rules David have that in relation to just not getting a fine by just driving past.
It's up to you how you drive.
Because I got. Go ahead.
I set my cruise at 55, and I guess I'm going up a hill because it's down to 50, but it's doing this. This is not as tough as I thought it would be.
It really isn't
Hey.
either, even for this MP7.
I
Hey,
got
guess
my first ticket for not having my lights on.
But I got pulled into the way station.
Yeah, right now for me, I'm almost at 168,000 combined pounds in my truck.
I was like, if I just had better gear, and this engine would definitely be up to the task.
Are you using
So
the
you got a point in two?
Yeah.
Well, I'm barely ahead of you.
What was that, David?
Are you using the 425?
Yep, the 425 Maxidine
That's the max.
MP7.
Yeah, so that is bad that it'll work with a 5-speed transmission. I'm serious, and it does it surprisingly well. If I know
in the Mac Anthem, it doesn't seem right.
well, they never offered it in the Mac Anthem, but it's a Maxidine which are built for 5 or 6 speed gearboxes.
Under 64,972 pounds.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't got a pack
How much?
piece.
How much
About
are
to
you?
cut David off and slow him down. Wahahaha.
I'm about to
How much
crash.
did you say you weighed, Zach? How much was your truck and trailer combined?
164,700 something.
So I was barely a little over 3,000 pounds heavier than you.
This is going to be
Much
really close, Zach. Oof. I'm going to just squeeze in the front.
Oh god. Hey!
Take those geriatric cheeks.
David, you know you're supposed to stay in between the lines, right? Not drive on the shoulder.
I can't see the lights. I've got my lights turned off.
I know, you just stopped traffic in front of me.
Lucky for you, I can give you some free money. I have almost $2.3 billion in my in-game safe. And that's what even without using any mods. Like on, at least since I had to take them off last. Hey, where's my coffee
lights
at?
off is giving me all the extra power I need. Oh, it's getting real dark now. Dang. It's 2:30 in the morning, so I've got like 4 hours till, or 3 hours till it starts to get light.
How about we let Zach pick the next load?
Okay, that works. Unless
Zach
David
got-
wants to choose.
No,
That's true.
I'm
Goes to say, and then, 'cause I've got till 9:30 tonight, so I've got a few hours to go, or whatever time it is now, Central Standard Time.
Yeah, it's 8:07 for me, so it's what, 7 o'clock for you?
I guess it is. I might have to step out and, take my, ooh, I just barely missed my turn. Almost missed it. Luckily I was able to jerk, no, sorry. That might sound wrong, but
Whoa! Whoa!
It's like
I
how
wasn't
David
trying to-
jacked off the truck.
Zach, shut up!
No, that's a true story. David thought jack up was jack off.
Yeah, YouTube's gonna kill us for talking like this.
It's like, I thought I saw someone said he jacked off his pickup truck, but he went jacked up. So
No, I had to. I was about to miss it, so I had to, as you would say, grab a steering wheel and then swing right. I barely clipped the exit sign and stuff, but I managed to not turn over.
well, I guess if we're having dark humors, Daniel, I've got something you can swing right.
What do you mean? No. Do your balls hang low? Do they wobble to and fro?
Ow! I just kicked my desk. Never mind. Karma.
No, don't worry about it. I need a little humor in my life right now. Whether it's dark matter or it's angelic matter.
Okay. Got a red light, got a green light, and we're moving off without much fuss, really.
For some reason, there were just cars stopped at the railroad tracks, even though there's no train.
Maybe they were maybe they had their head stuck up their butts.
I'm sorry if I made traffic stop in front of you, Zach. That wasn't my intention.
Oh no, that was funny.
Oh,
God,
please-
I guess we're in, is that Enid, Oklahoma we're in?
I think it might be.
I have a niece that lives there.
I'm really
Stephanie.
missing not having a rumble strip here. It's kind of hard to see where there we go. Okay, street lights. They're a wonderful invention. I can now see.
Well, you know you have them built in on your truck, too.
Yeah.
Well, I thought you said, Zach, I thought you said I thought you were gonna say that he had him built in on his chest.
No, that's women that have that. Wink, wink. Unless you're a fat guy.
Like your picture said.
Like a picture.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm sorry, I can't help but laugh. Oh, it's disrespectful, but I have to laugh. That's just funny. I don't care what you say. That's funny.
The stars have come out.
Yeah,
Oh, they have.
It's pretty on my screen. I am about to pull into the place right now. Like the Van Halen song. When I said right now, that makes me think of the Van Halen song. Right now, sure tomorrow. Right now.
My distance to go is showing us 4 miles.
I got 9 miles.
Yeah,
I'm already in the parking lot.
you can probably still see me on the map, Zach, I would think.
No, actually.
Well, I think you will soon. I've come out to another traffic light. It's about to go to green now, which is nice. Yes, there we go. This is a surprisingly pleasant trip. I thought this would be kind of difficult, but
Yeah.
apart from the fact it won't go more than 58, this thing has pulled it. Yeah, well, it works for me. Because I coughed earlier, I choked. Excuse me.
Were you choking on Church's chicken?
No, just on some water. I don't know what a Church's chicken is, but
Zach would know, don't you, Zach?
Ain't that like actually a chicken restaurant?
Yeah, but it's I'm like choking on, your man meat. I think it's what it's actually he's joking at joking about.
Were you choking and jerking at the same time there, Daniel?
No, I don't do that, dude. I don't think I've ever ripped off was a Coke bottle lid. When I'm chugging a Coke.
the verb to chug, I think it means to drink it quickly, doesn't it?
I don't know.
Depends on the context. Wink, wink.
Oh, so if you see someone and you complimented him or her on their chugs, it might not be a good thing.
Yeah, pretty much.
No, they
Because
say
it's
fish
supposed to be
will actually
protein.
hold their baby's eggs in their mouths for weeks. I can't even find a woman to do that for 5 seconds.
Oh boy.
Like, fish will hold their babies in their mouth for weeks. It's like,
Excuse me. Oh boy.
come on, baby, just pretend you're Dory.
Oh yeah, you can try that.
You about made me spit out my tea on my laptop.
Just pretend you're Dory and you'll forget about it.
Screw you.
I probably just ruined somebody's childhood in this stream.
No, but you just give me a line that I can use.
Yeah, just be sure to copyright that at me, and Zach's taking it from you.
I am now 2 miles away, having been stopped at all these red lights.
I ran right through them all and didn't get a ticket. I came up by the Freightliner deal, that truck dealership up the other way I came.
Oh, got a bit of a hill.
No, my
These
screen
red lights are ridiculous.
Yeah, they seem a little aggressive. Down to third. And that's about... It's hard to see my speedometer because I only see it under street lights, but that's about 12 miles an hour.
You ought to go to your bottom bumper camera, and you can see better.
That's true, but where's the fun in that?
Well, if you're almost blind like me, which I'm not legally blind or anything, but I do have problems seeing in the dark, especially driving like with no lights on in the truck driving game. So I would
Yeah.
want to whatever. So it makes it easier for me to see because I can't drive very well in cab even during the day.
Well, don't you play on lower graphics too?
Well, lower, yeah, because my laptop's not doesn't have it just has the Intel graphics like the your basic.
Yeah.
Ah,
You know,
okay, yeah.
I think it's got
Yeah, I can
2000
definitely
or
see why
40.
you'd play an exterior view with low graphics.
Because because I can't afford anything, bigger or better. I got a 4K TV, but that doesn't. I can't really
That's just
utilize it
going to
for.
use more power. It's just going to perform worse with that laptop.
Because I would like to have something, with, a 3090 or something bigger, RTX, some bigger graphics card where I can at least do some 1440p stuff like with my Xbox Series S, which is
Yeah.
1440p.
I ran ATS on a 1060 at 1440p, and it ran pretty much okay. The only thing I had to adjust was the scaling. I couldn't run it at more than 100%, but it looked fine. Because if everything is set to be high, but the scaling is 100%, it looked all right.
I just wish I could shove a graphics card into this laptop and there's no room for it. The only thing I did to this laptop was upgrade the RAM and the SSD in it. The two went from 256 gigs of memory to 2 terabyte, and then from 8 gigs to 16 gigs to 32 gigs max of RAM.
Well, I think we should probably celebrate the fact that ATS runs on a laptop integrated graphics. That is pretty cool.
Yeah, I've had a couple of laptops before this, but I used to only have I only had like the old 18 Wheels of Steel series. That's what I started on years ago on a Windows XP. I think it was a Pentium 4 Surface Pack 2, if I remember correctly.
Oh, I miss Windows
It was
XP. That's the
like
one.
this.
That's the operating system I started out on.
Because it had only had 256 gigs of a memory, but I don't remember what the RAM was in it. But I do know before they quit on me, we had upgraded it to 512 gigs, and then somehow there was a file that this computer needed to run, and it got deleted somehow. I can't remember, and it just, even with the installation disk, it was basically kaput. And then we ended up setting it on fire, crushing it and setting it on fire, and then burying it somewhere on my mom and dad's property.
What a way to end a PC's life.
I was
I would have loved, if I'd known back then how you could keep a tower, just gut it and then put new parts in it. At the time, I would have kept that gateway. It had 2 CD drives and a floppy disk drive. And I would have kept that thing and just customized it now, all these years later.
I definitely have a disc that's floppy.
That's your dick.
I want to go back to the part where you said that you both started your use of a computer in Windows XP. Like,
Yeah,
So you never used DOS and Windows 3 or Windows 2?
No, I played on with the Windows 3.0, with Microsoft Flight Simulator back in the day. When I was a little itty bitty. I didn't remember. I forgot about all that, but.
I'm gonna go and
where are you
change
going?
I'm gonna go change my gearbox to be a taller gearbox, and I'm gonna go buy some light bulbs.
Some
Well,
wiener
you should
bulbs.
do that.
Hey, there's that truck dealer. Is that where you're going?
Yep.
Is that a Freightliner?
I don't know, actually.
Because I'm actually thinking about, since I know I originally said I wanted to do the whole stream in this Mac, but I've got one of my other trucks. I was gonna see if all of us could quick trip back to Wichita, or maybe I could quick trip there and then come back to Enid if we wanted to get a load from Enid. If that's okay with y'all.
I don't mind. Yeah, you can.
Yeah, whatever y'all
All
want
right.
to do.
Well, if y'all hang out in Enid for a moment, I'm gonna quick travel back to Wichita and I'll come back.
I'm gonna try a different final drive. Stick with a 5-speed. I estimate if I get a 325, my speed might be maybe 65. Yeah, it'd be about 65, I think. And that extra 7 miles an hour might make all the difference.
David, I think you'll love my paint job in this truck I'm going to switch into.
Okay.
If I can, let's see here. If I can find that truck I'm going to switch into.
I gotta go and open a window, I think. So I gotta take off my headset because it won't reach. So I'll be right back.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah.
Let's see, where is that? Well, that's weird. I guess I had bought it. Let's see here. Well, I guess I'm gonna have to sell my Freightliner FLB and then go back to the Kenworth dealership. And luckily, I have a truck that I had bought before. That's in one of my other garages, so I can just rebuy it exactly the way I want to use it. Or so how's things been since going for you and your side of the country, Zach?
Oh, it's been going good. Just been
That's
working.
good.
And farting.
I heard that. Yeah, guess how much money exactly? Well, I'll go ahead and tell you. I have $2,214,678,640 in my game save.
I wish I could do that in real life. Just download a save game and get a bunch of money.
Well, no, actually, I used some mods. To be honest with you, and of course, once it started hitting, a billion and stuff, I ended up laying off the mods. For that reason, because I had one last save before that had way more miles and stuff on than I do now, and I could never get that save file back, so I had to restart and do all. So anytime I start a new save file, I try to use that to get started, and then I lay off, until further notice.
I got you.
Okay, so I just switched into my truck, and I'll be quick tripping back to Enid if y'all want to wait there for me.
Yep,
Don't
I've
mind.
switched trucks too, so I'm gonna quick travel back there.
I will tell you, I'm in the Kenworth W900.
Okay.
Well, you ain't down in Texas, boy.
I know, I gotta quick travel back.
That's what she said. So how's your internet been? I'm not trying to jinx your internet, David, but how's it been handling here recently? We still. Oh, there you are.
It's worked. But like I said, the issues that we had before, there was one issue that we had that we fixed, but then the following time was the Steam platform was incredibly busy. I think that's what happened on New Year's Eve.
Yeah.
So, which is great. It was popular. Running a red light. Hey, you finally got another ticket for running a red light.
Alright, let's see what jobs we got.
Did you see my truck, Zach?
I did not yet.
Well, see if this truck's got plenty of fuel, and it does. So,
Okay, I got Enid, Oklahoma to Clovis, New Mexico, 42,000 pounds of flour.
That sounds good.
yeah. How many miles is that? Does it say?
It's important delivery. Where does this show how many miles it is?
Top right
It's in the
of
top
map.
right. It's on the top right corner of the screen when
Oh,
you go
it's
to.
463 miles.
Okay.
That's not bad. Where's it at, Enid?
It is going to be. It's literally going to be pretty much right around the corner at Global Mills.
Okay, so I'm gonna have
It's the
to.
Global Mills right across from a rest stop.
I'm not seeing it, but is that? Are you still at the truck stop?
I am.
If you'll come around me, I'll follow you. I'm kind
You
of
want me to do
hesitant.
what around you?
Not that. Not that. You dirty-minded bastard. I want you to bring your truck around me so I could follow you. That's what I was trying to say. It's not. I did not say the word you thought I said.
Pretty sure he said come.
It's COME, not the other one, you dingleberry.
Yep, my governor speed is 63 miles an hour, so it wasn't quite 65.
Like, you better not back into me. I'll give you a taste of this yellow Kenworth. Oh, I was gonna say that was supposed to be a surprise for David. Dang it! It was his special yellow paint job. You know, one thing I would love for them to let us do in this game:
What's that?
Lot lizards?
just drive up beside somebody and let us flip them off.
Oh yeah, like you can in Grand Theft Auto 5. If you
You know,
don't have a
GTA
weapon
6
selected in the car, you can flip people off.
Well, you know, GTA 6 is not going to be on PC.
Not at first.
For real? Ever?
Nope, they're not releasing it. It's going to be on the PS5s and the Xbox Series X and S's.
Thanks. So they're not even going to do a PC port?
Nope. Nope. Even though GTA 5 and GTA Online was one of the most popular things, I mean, GTA 5 was milked for forever. Came out on the PS3 and Xbox 360s, and then
Yeah.
and then yes.
Which I understand porting GTA 5 to every console, just because that's like an essential game at this point. But the fact they keep advertising it like it's something new is what was getting annoying. Like that's a that's a $20 or $30 game now.
The base, and that's not with all the add-ons and the and the extra purchases and stuff.
Yeah.
That is very yellow.
I tried to make mine look like that faded red color you see on a lot of old trucks.
Yeah.
Did I clip your bumper by chance? I can't tell from my camera.
I can't tell. I'm in job selection screen.
It
Well,
looks
I came
like he
right-
might have clipped his entire wheel from where I can see.
So you've already selected it, Zach?
Yep.
Okay, I'm trying to.
I might be able to. Yes, I can. I can get a shorter, lighter cargo. Just because, I mean, why? Why would I torment myself? Or a double?
Just because you can. Just because I said you can, and that's what Stone Cold said.
If I get the double, which is like 2 little mini me trailers, it's £589.
Ooh.
Ooh. So I'm gonna go with that. So
Ooh, you're going to be struggling on hills.
So are we doing doubles?
I'm gonna be struggling on hills anyway, I think. But my
Hey,
biggest,
you got a single trailer, and I got doubles.
I think my.
How's that even freaking?
What if I go with just a single? No, the game just gives you like random trailers.
I thought we
Yeah.
were supposed to laugh and think was all the same.
You can go in and you can edit the trailer.
Well,
Actually,
Yeah, originally it had me in some like sliding tarp or something, but I just selected the standard reefer.
yeah. Kind of don't really want the especially short one. They have a slightly longer one. Oh, you know what? It'll be fine. Let's just go with the short one.
I got something slightly longer here too for you, David.
Come on, we got Versioneers on the. Oh, did you just see that Mac concrete truck do its thing?
I did not.
Yeah, it literally went past you and then came back to the other side of you and then came back in front of you again.
Now, you must
I
have
just
had a big
saw
load
it
in him to do it to come 3 times.
Oh.
Man, who gave you that dirty mind?
My dad and my grandpa.
I'm not commenting on that, man. Yeah, I can tell. I got one for you though. you know how like what they call male donkeys, right?
Passes, yeah.
No, it's jackasses. And for one,
Oh.
if you look in the dictionary, you'll see my dad's picture next to it. He's actually my uncle, but I call him my dad.
I got me a mini trailer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, I know what it is. It's about the size of Zach's. You know what?
Hey, I can use it to reset my cable box. It's
Well, I'm
special.
following Dad. I was following Zach, and my GPS was telling me to go the other way. I
Huh.
don't know why. That's weird. I guess now I'm following you, Zach. Until I get up on the interstate, I'll get past.
It goes back to what you've set your GPS option for: best, shortest, or is it country roads only or something?
No, but I thought I had changed it. You know, I guess I must have done it on one of my other saves, and then forgot to change it on this one.
Oh,
But I
You
should
want
be
us to
able
wait for you,
follow
David?
I just did something incredibly embarrassing.
What did you-
Yeah,
did you
that
be
means
honest?
wait.
I backed up to the trailer. I assumed I'd pushed the T to connect to the trailer. I drove off and then thought, wow, I can barely even feel it. I can't even see it.
I have that problem
wait,
too.
Wait, what? Yeah, so I got to go back and actually connect the trailer this time.
Or I had that problem too. They can't see it or feel it.
That's what she said. She was going to town on her last night. It is
Well,
raining. now.
she likes it because she said the big ones hurt.
Hey, if it's gonna start raining, look up in the sky because it's raining now on my screen.
Oh, great.
I think David just turned the rain up. Just
I
out of
I haven't turned the radar. I haven't touched it.
Hey,
Do you have-
10% is still a chance.
Yes, it is, but I didn't bump it up. No, I didn't force
You
it to.
probably go- I
to
took a
rain.
possibly accuse you, buddy.
It-
You hear me, David?
If you chaps are able to stick to 60 as opposed to going any faster, I might eventually catch up with you.
Turn left.
Hey, Zach and David, before y'all get started, I'm gonna have to take a little break, take care of a few things, but I'll be right back if you'll hold on for me.
Yeah.
All right, I'll be right back.
I probably won't have to stop, so sure.
You actually had the load this time?
I did.
I remember that one video you did where you tried backing up to the toilet, but it wouldn't hook up because you actually forgot to
Oh.
accept the job.
Yeah. And yeah. And I guess either Sandy is watching or she can hear me through the door. But she just asked if we were having if we were theming today after her because I'm taking a short cargo.
Oh, here comes the rain.
It's so little. Part of me thinks I should just keep on going because you'll be able to catch up with me very, very easily. I'm absolutely sure of it.
I have a feeling Daniel's running the C16, so probably.
Yeah. Well, because my gearing limits me to 63, that's the fastest I'm going to be able to drive, and you'll be able to get to higher speeds. Unless Daniel's got like a M11 280 or something.
Actually, I have a 600 horse motor, and
There you go.
it's the same motor that I'm running in my Mac R.
So I'm not going to stop because you'll be able to catch up with me easily.
So you got past us?
Nope. No, I haven't.
Oh, I'm starting right now. I just got back from the ladies' room.
Okay.
Did I say ladies' room or men's room? My bad.
Yeah, you just cut that cop off too.
Well, you know what? He can take this finger for all I care.
I have nearly caught up with you and you've moved off.
C13's chugging along nicely.
You got a C13 under there.
Yes, sir.
So there's a whole bunch of them. Which one have you got?
I believe I got the 430.
Gotcha. Yeah, that's a 6050, isn't it?
Yeah, I think that was the most common one.
You know, I always say go big or go home. And no, I don't mean necessarily cock jokes either, man. I'm talking about like truck engines and stuff, horsepower and all that stuff. And I've got an 18 speed in this sucker too. So I think it's the 336 ratio.
I like the challenge of having. I'm not gonna continue. Okay, I like the challenge of having something small to work with, but I decided I would just not say it.
Giggity giggity.
No, you gotta try out for being the next Quagmire. I seen in an episode he's actually 60-something years old, and he doesn't look it.
I know.
Yeah, because he served in Vietnam.
Well, and yet everybody else is in the however old they are.
Yep.
You know, there's a guy that actually in real life that's as big as Peter is, and he sounds like Peter Griffin.
Yeah, I think I've seen him on TikTok.
Yeah.
And I feel sorry for that guy. I mean, he's got to be in pain from being as big as a cartoon star. And I don't mean that in the bad way. I'm just saying, no. I mean, I've seen other people that, it's just sometimes I can't help it. I'm saying, I feel bad. I would feel bad for what's his name, the guy that created Peter Griffin. What's his name, Seth MacFarlane.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, he actually sounds like Seth MacFarlane's voice, for that character. So it's just, I don't know. So, because I can't point the finger at anybody, when it comes to being chunky, because I am the epitome of being chunky.
Yeah, some people, it's just, it's a medical condition, or they just can't help it.
And medicine too, that's for sure. Because like I said, it's been a lifelong struggle with me and myself. Anyway, my weight's always yo-yoed, so I do know. I've had friends, and there's even a guy that I work with that's 19 or 20, and he's about as huge as the Michelin Tire Man. And like I said, he's got food problems. They even had to install locks on some of the doors, on certain doors at work to keep him out from stealing food and stuff.
Ooh, dang.
Yeah.
Hey, David, you're just all over the road, aren't you?
Yeah, I was reading a text while driving. So if you're watching this at home, don't read and don't text and drive. You'll crash.
Don't get head from lot lizards and drive.
And don't drive like me, or you'll lose your life. You'll flip.
Yeah, my good lady wife, who I've themed today's trailer after, dropped me a message, and as everyone who's listening who's married knows, a happy wife is a happy life. Now also, a mildly irritated wife is a very amusing. Oh, hi, sweetie.
Then a fully irritated wife is just run.
David, you might be sleeping outside on the front porch tonight, buddy.
I just had to just look across, and she's looking up at me. I'm like, oh, hi.
Aye.
I have had a few requests for Sandy to continue her driving career in American Truck Simulator. So if you're watching this and you want to see a follow-up to the first time she drove a truck, maybe with a trailer, leave a comment below and click like, because I want to feed this up to her, because I think it could be a lot of fun. I
would support it, definitely. I'd be up to seeing that. Hey, how about we get her in with us guys?
That means I would have to keep my mouth shut with the stuff I say, and
yeah, that probably wouldn't work for either you or me, Zach.
Now, mainly me.
No, I think she's got a. I think it'd be fine.
No, but I mean, we got to be considerate of the women, because some women do have dirty senses of humor like us, and some of them are, like to keep their ears clean. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just trying to be considerate, of other people, even though this is your stream, David, and me and Zach like to trash it every once in a while. I'm trying to learn.
Well,
how to
like
say it about
more than every once in a while.
yeah, I know, but I'm trying to work on my language too. But sometimes I can't help it. Just let her rip, as they say.
I need to interrupt this conversation because I just seen a cat jump onto a bookshelf that we really don't want her to jump on and just walk through everything that's in her way and just knock it off. Look
Well,
at
if
you
you
go
want us to stop
what?
and deal with that, we'll stop. Do you want us to stop?
No, because she's now looking at me like, Human, I require your assistance. I'm stuck. I'm like, sucks to be you, girl.
Cats are definitely interesting animals, that's for sure.
Yeah, I've known a cat.
That's
Like,
the most perfect animal to stick the devil's pitchfork up in.
I've known a cat jump on a door, and then you've heard the cat meow, and you go through, and in this case, he was stood on the door, looking at you, going like, "Human, get me down," and I'm like, "You can jump down. You're fine."
I've seen the videos of people putting tinfoil on the counter to try to keep their cats off, and it's freaking hilarious.
Yeah,
Hey,
it works sometimes.
then there is a meme that I saw on Google. Like I was just googling up memes and stuff. There's somebody that was babysitting a cat, and they did something like with military related with it. It had a gun and put it up on top of a shelf with a box. Put it in a box and it was making some type of military joke with it and stuff. It was pretty funny. And then on somebody else's channel on Discord, they had a cat that looked like Adolf Hitler.
Oh my god.
Yeah, there's a whole chunk of the internet that is devoted to cats that look like Adolf or Hitler or whatever it's called. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, thankfully neither of ours do, but my good lady said something the other day that nearly made me choke. She's like, so one is called Hermes. He's the young one. He's the kitten, and one is called Kiki. We didn't name her, and she's like, Kiki and Hermes are literally the before and after pictures for a new diet.
Are they huge cats?
No, but because Hermes is kind of young, and Kiki's kind of lazy, she's a little chunky, and he is still growing into his himself. Zach, I apologize. That was I wasn't paying attention to what I was doing, driving maneuver.
No, it's that Dodge Magnum. Just freaking driving slow.
Knock it off the deal. Just don't knock a Dodge Ram off the deal, or we be having a fight, bro. I don't care about the cars. I don't want my trucks being pushed around.
No, it was the Magnum hatchback, that Dodge Charger based station wagon they
Yeah,
did.
that was a POS, man.
Yeah, that generation Charger wasn't that great. The newer ones are a lot better.
Of course, I think they're going to still make them, but they're changing everything about them. They're going to be like all electric and some other stuff. They're getting.
I know they're going to be offering that twin turbo inline 6 as an option still, though.
Yeah, I will say though they are supposed to be doing away with the Challengers again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know Ford just came out and said too they're going to always make V8 Mustangs regardless of what the current trend is.
Yeah, but what they need to do, they should have just make a diesel version of the like somehow shove the 6.7 Power Stroke into one, and make it kind of like I seen a version of a Dodge 3/4 ton, like the around 2003 to 2005 body style.
Yeah.
They made an SMT 6.7 out of it.
Nice. I know I've seen some people swap the 7.3 Godzilla into the Mustang.
Now the E series cargo vans still have their only engine they're running now is 7.3 liter V8.
Yeah, I run out of one of those vans for FedEx.
Oh, for a second I thought you said FedSex.
I wish. No, it's a budget rental van from Budget. It's a 23 E350 7.3 gas 456 gears.
Because I missed the E550s that they made for like what 2 years. They had a E550 for a couple of years and then they quit making them.
Yeah, but no, that 7.3, they have two versions of it in the cargo vans. They got the Godzilla, and then they got a detuned version to replace the 6.2, which makes like 325 horsepower and 450 foot-pounds of torque.
Yeah, I wish they would have kept putting the power strokes in them, but I don't know how, with the emissions, because the last one they offered, I think, was the 6 liter, if I'm not mistaken. They kept, and I don't
Yep,
think they
it
put the
was.
6.4. I don't think they put the 6.4 in the E series.
I think
Good,
the
because that
reason-
engine was a piece of shit.
I think the
It
reason
was.
why they stopped supporting the Power Strokes is because they were fed up with mom jokes about it. Or
What?
maybe it was a sister joke. Yeah, you know what? If I want a Power Stroke, I'd go and see your sister. But
You can have my biological sister. She's trailer trash, dude.
But no, I do know they have a 3-liter V6 Power Stroke in the F-150. I think that would do decent
No,
in the...
they don't. They quit offering them. I guess they've been gone for about 2 or 3 years now.
I mean, I could probably see why. I don't think many people bought them.
Because no, it was because one of the gas burner engines could pull more than the Power Stroke was rated, the 3-liter Power Stroke.
That is
But
true.
I think they still have them in the transit vans, possibly, but they may not have them in any other vehicles because I think the transit vans were the ones that replaced the E series and the cargo, like the transportation, like people and stuff.
Yeah, they did.
But they still have-
The E series is now only available as a cutaway or a box van or a chassis.
Yeah, the place where I work at, they just had to put a transmission in their E series because they were trying to go deliver some of our work to the place it was supposed to go to, and the transmission went out on it.
What was it, that torque shift transmission?
I don't know. I just know it's an automatic. I don't know. It's not a brand new van. It's like it's not the 2014 body style, but it's the one that has the headlights before that. It's kind of look like the 2011, 2012 F series front end.
Oh, I got you. Yeah, that's
But I
how the
can't remember
new
what
cargo
year.
vans still look.
They don't. I seen a Ram 5500 in the motorhome. I've seen both the new Chevrolet 45 and through 6500s, and the International CVs in a motorhome configuration too.
Yep.
Which would be nice if they could get the Chevrolet, the medium duties, and the International CV into ATS. That would be pretty nice.
Yeah, it would. Or just medium duty
you
trucks
know-
in general. I'd love to drive a Freightliner M2 around.
But I'd like to see the old, golly, the old GMC Generals, the Brigadiers, even some of the old GMC Astros, cab overs, and all that stuff. I'd like to see it, in the game, even as a mod, but freeware if they could.
I'd love to see the
Like-
Sterling 9500 or the International Transstar 8600.
Well, I will say the Sterling, they probably would, since that was a rebadged Ford. That's when Freightliner bought the Ford division now, and then of course I know for one model year they made the Internationals, not the International, but the Ford and the Sterlings on the same assembly line plant, and then they completely took over, kind of like with Case. No, I mean with the New Holland buying Ford out back in the 80s, and Ford allowing them to use the name for 10 years, and then they had to discontinue it in 99.
Yeah. You good back there, David? I saw that.
Yeah, you see all the I don't know what happened. Somebody merged in front of someone, and there was the kind of realistic where someone looks up from their Playboy and jams on the brakes. So I
Now,
tried to
why would
warn
somebody
you.
be looking at something like? Now, if I want to look at something like that, well, no, I wouldn't say go to the nearest club and get some, but that's besides the point.
It was just. A
Yeah, you can
figure
perform a
of
power stroke
speech.
there.
I'm sorry, David. That was my smart aleck my comment back towards you, but I didn't mean, I know what you meant.
Yeah, it was just. I see this on the road as well. So somebody merges, and if you're not paying attention, you brake much harder than you do, and then the vehicle 3 cars behind you is the one that ends up having to jam on brakes. So
See, I feel like we should just do away with merge lanes and just have each merge lane actually become its own travel lane.
I mean, I think they tried that in Los Angeles for a while, but if they build a a 7-lane highway, you just get 7 full lanes as opposed to 3, I think, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, I will never ever go to California unless it's to see the Lakers. Unless, for me, you know, that's the only reason I would go to California is to see the Lakers play because they're one of my favorite NBA teams. You know, and I'd like to see them move back to Minneapolis, you know, and play there again like they did up in from 1947 to 1960.
Yeah, and once you actually get out of the big cities in California, it's actually a beautiful state.
It is, yeah. It is.
Yeah, but
it's beautiful.
there's just too much.
They got
communism
crappy
up-
government, but that's the problem. But
Yeah, because it's too much communism up in there.
Well, that's... They just...
Sorry, that's just my personal belief.
No, but that it's people. Just because the politics goes one way doesn't mean that everyone is the same. And as Zach said,
No,
California is beautiful.
Right,
It
and so
is.
I'm not necessarily blaming, like making fun of the people that live there. It's the government that I'm criticizing, not the people themselves. I just want to make that clear, you know, before if anybody's from there is watching, I'm not criticizing the people themselves. It's just the government. We've had some decent people in government there, but I like Arnold Schwarzenegger as an actor, just not as a governor.
I didn't
You
even
know,
know
when
he
he-
was a governor.
He was since he's not from the United States, he couldn't be president because he was going to run for president back in the mid 2000s. But
Huh.
that he couldn't because he was from whatever. He's not from the United States. He wasn't born here, so he couldn't be president. He could be the governor of California. I think he was 2 terms there, and then that was it.
Yeah, he was. Yeah. But
Yeah,
it
either
is-
way, though, like the countryside of California, it's just beautiful.
it is beautiful.
And then I wouldn't want to live there because of what they're trying to do away with all the diesels and all the gas powered stuff. And I can see some benefits
Well, that
to it.
it's expensive as crap to live there anyway.
Yeah.
And then it's because we're going to need all that. The United States as a whole does just not have the infrastructure to do all the electrical like Tesla stuff and everything that California has right now going on. No wonder if the country was to be in a deep freeze, and people needed to charge their vehicles and couldn't because the power was out, then we're going to be.
Look,
screwed.
I saw
Because
videos of that on TikTok. A bunch of charging stations had a bunch of abandoned Teslas during that freeze we had a couple weeks ago because the batteries just couldn't handle it.
Right, and the nearest place to me that has a charging station would be the Walmart gas station in Texarkana, Texas. This nearest one to Fort where I live at that has a Tesla charging station, like 3 of them.
I think that the thing to realize is we've had electric vehicles for
Years.
20 years, is it? Give or take.
Yeah.
More than that, even in the early 2000s, a lot of vehicles had electric variants that didn't sell very well, but like the
Right,
Ford
so-
Ranger, there was an electric variant to that.
So
Now, I would- Go ahead, David, sorry.
We've had them for about 10 years. They've only truly become popularized probably in the last decade, and like it or hate it, I think Tesla is a big reason for that. But
Yeah, for sure.
We've had the infrastructure for the oils for what is it, 100 years now, give or take, in the US.
Mhm.
So they've got 80 years to catch up, and there are huge real and both potential problems with the grid. We've got those anyway, even without electric vehicles. So
Yeah, I
you're
think
right.
because I think electric vehicles are the future. It's just it's not now.
Yeah,
And because the battery powered ones, like the electric ones, are just too susceptible to catching on fire and killing people with it.
well, you're right, but
if you
but
barely get
then-
your front bumper clipped, then you're gonna die.
But you can also mention the Ford Pinto.
Yeah, we're
Or
not
any
talking
car
about
in
that.
general if you shoot at the gas tank.
So
Hey, we're not even talking about this shit, home.
I appreciate what you're saying. I think just to put things into context, the infrastructure's not ready, but it's not ready even without electric vehicles. If you live in Texas and this offends you, I'm sorry, but the Texas approach to come and get it, we've got our own power structure. We don't need anyone else. Yeah, well done, because guess what you didn't invest in 3 years ago, and the grid almost failed.
I remember that with those winter storms.
Yeah, we were without electric for 9 days, and it
I guess,
was,
did you have
it was
did you have a backup generator?
no.
You gotta invest in one of those.
My grandparents got one with the automatic transfer switch, and it
It-
automatically cranks up and everything. It's the best
if-
investment they've ever made.
If you live in a apartment complex, or heck, if you rent, it's not something that you can easily do. So and unfortunately, there's a lot of tenants. But the point what I'm saying is that yes, electric cars are probably not the answer. The answer is to use less energy. Full stop. In whatever context that means. So it may mean, you know what, maybe everyone doesn't own their own car and travel places. And nowhere in the world that has had a car culture for a while is anywhere close to that. The UK is not ready for that. So it's a huge issue, and I'm just glad that I have saved thousands of gallons of virtual diesel driving a truck in the game and not in real life.
For sure. Now that I can agree with you on, Dave.
It's sad that there doesn't seem there isn't an easy answer to the problem of energy, because electric the grid was going to require trillions of dollars of investment. Gas mileage on cars has steadily been improving, but now most every manufacturer has pretty much said we're not going to develop many engines, if any, many combustion engines going forward. So I guess development's going to cease there.
Yeah, because Toyota's making almost every vehicle hybrid exclusive now.
Yeah.
The new Camry just became hybrid exclusive.
Now,
The Sienna did.
The Toyota Tundras are no longer running V8s. They're running like a 3.2 liter twin turbo V6, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep, 3.5 twin turbo, and then there's the iForce
3.5,
Max, which
okay.
is a 3.5 twin turbo hybrid, which actually makes almost 600 foot-pounds of torque. That thing is a beast.
So
Of course, you know, I wish they'd introduced their one-ton truck over here like they were supposed to back in 2007. You know, a modified Tundra with a 8-liter V6 Hino diesel from their medium-duty truck division and a 5-speed Eaton on 19.5-inch rims and tires.
Dang.
And that was back in 2007.
and
That's
hybrids
what it was
have
supposed to be.
hybrids have a massive amount of appeal because you get all the benefits of that. And if you've ever driven a Tesla or something like the Lightning, all that torque from with no lag and from zero revs, or almost from zero. I don't have a Tesla. I would have a Tesla not because I want to save the planet, but because those things are addictive as heck because they accelerate very, very quickly.
Oh, I want a Model S so bad.
Right.
Like, that is just it's an elegant looking car. It performs great.
But
and,
I think
and so a hybrid gives you the best of both worlds in theory.
you know one Tesla I would never have?
Which one?
The semi-truck.
I wouldn't have the Cybertruck either.
Yeah, I seen one of those online or somebody where they were pulling something with it and it slid back into the water and it caught fire and they had to leave it burning there because they couldn't get it. It was they were trying to put the fire out and couldn't, so they just let it burn. The battery compartment or something caught fire.
Jesus.
Yeah, it's. I was reading about the safety issues with transporting vehicles. So you know, if you transport a vehicle on a ferry, it's supposed to be, is it less than half a tank or is it empty? I'm not sure which maybe it just depends on the shipping the shipper. But for the electrics, you're supposed to disconnect the electrics because if that lithium battery catches fire, as you say, you can't put it out because it doesn't burn like a normal fire. I think I read that if a tanker hauling diesel catches fire, they can't put it out. They just have to let it burn.
I think the same goes for gasoline fires. It's like probably be like putting water on a grease fire. You just don't do that.
Yeah, So you just have to get everyone. I don't know how far away, and then hope for it. So
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
I
if I was
think-
gonna buy an electric truck, I'd probably just get a Rivian.
yeah, I had a lot of nice, say nice. There's a lot
Do they
of
sell them in
contrasting
Florida?
things.
Do they sell the Rivians in Florida?
Oh, they do. I see a couple of them every once in a while.
I've only seen
Yeah,
a
I'm
couple
right
of them.
outside the Walmart. I'm right next to the stoplight. You'll see me with my flashers on.
Yeah, I'm a little bit behind Zach. I'm showing 7 miles left. And I think I only scared you once during that trip, Zach.
And that really wasn't your fault. That was the AI that did that one.
Yeah, it was that. It was just yeah. I don't know. The AI is sometimes scarily accurate, actually.
It's either scarily accurate or it's just the dumbest thing out there. There's no in between.
Yeah.
David, I have another question for you.
Hmm.
What we discussed before we started about my situation, that wasn't on. But the stream hadn't started yet, right?
I don't recall.
If you can find out and DM me, because if it's not, I don't care. I mean, but if it was, I need you to edit it out. Because just in case, because there are things, there are some of the people that are in charge of me, and they don't mind me being on YouTube, but when certain information, I don't mind sharing with y'all guys if it's off camera, if you know what I'm saying.
I don't think you shared
Hey,
anything specific whatsoever.
Well, I'm just saying, like, I was just to say, like for future reference, but if it gets to be, if you think it's getting to be too personal, just call me out on it, before we get on, on the stream or whatever, just for future reference, because like some things I
Sure.
don't mind sharing, but it's just out of respect. I don't want to get y'all in trouble or get me in trouble, and then me not get to hang out with y'all anymore on here. So I just wanted to make sure that was up in the air, or up cleared out. So if I don't hope I'm not offending you by it at all.
No, I'm sure.
Turn left.
All right, I should have said something sooner. I was like, no, I just don't want to stir up nothing, and just try to keep the peace. It's been a
I
good
just
stream.
definitely let out a power stroke.
Yes, you did.
Yeah, let me
Texas
guess.
heard it.
Was your man meat big enough to fit up in there?
Well, I don't know. I did have some meat earlier. That's probably what's causing it. Or meat
Let me guess,
pizza,
was
to
it
be
Joe?
specific.
Protein farts.
Oh, those are the worst.
Hey, have you ever smelt one that smelled like natural gas, like from a natural gas line?
I would never admit that.
I've rode on a van with somebody that ripped one and it smelled like natural gas, and I always wanted to stick a lighter behind them.
That's how you get
Yeah.
pink eye, Daniel.
Huh?
That's how you get pink eye.
No, it ain't.
The-
Especially when it's one armed chick that likes to steal stuff and and lie all the time.
The video I made, one of the videos this last week, I used a gas powered Mac R. Weird.
Oh,
What?
did you create one of the gas engines?
Yeah.
I didn't know they had gas engines in the Mac Rs.
Yeah, they were available.
Which ones were those? I mean, I wish you could incorporate them into the engine pack.
I have the one I used. It's the ISX12N.
Oh yeah, the natural gas one, or is it nitrogen?
No, it's either compressed or is it liquefied or compressed? I think it'll
I think
run
it's
on
compressed
either.
nice, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, so I put that one in it because what I did was originally when I put the mods together for the Mac R, I excluded everything that was 400 horsepower or more, apart from all the Mac engines, and I thought, there's a free upgrade to the Mac R. It's the same author that does the Mac Superliner, and you can have the R700 hood, which is quite a bit bigger, which you can fit a much bigger engine in there. So you can get every engine that's available for most of the trucks in the Macar. I'm going to go back and put some of the medium-duty engines in it, I think. So you
Well, what
can
are a couple of those? Because I don't remember any of the medium duty Mac engines.
say that again. Sorry. What are?
I was saying, what are some of the Mac? Just to name a couple of the medium duty Mac engines. I don't
Oh.
remember very many.
Well, not.
I
the
think he
Mac
was
ones.
talking about the just the medium duty engines in
Yeah.
general from the pack already.
Yeah. So
Oh, I thought about engines because I don't
Yeah,
know my
so-
engines.
so stuff like the Caterpillar C7. I don't think that's actually in it, but it should be, and the C9's not in it. But you've got stuff such as the Cummins B67 6.7.
Yeah, the
Which is
ISL.
basically the same one as in the Ram heavy duties, right?
It's similar to it, yeah. Yeah.
You ever consider creating the Mercedes MBE 900?
I have. And it's.
I love that motor.
I think I've got a torque curve for it. There aren't many trucks that
Ran it.
it could go in, and there are a few.
I used to ride a bus in middle and high school that had that engine, and it sounded so nice.
Of course, the one you have, the MBE 4000 that you have in your engine pack is labeled as a Detroit. Even though the MBE 4000 was a reskinned Detroit, it should have been labeled as Mercedes MBE 4000.
I don't think it is called a Detroit. I don't think so.
No, it was labeled as a Mercedes MBE 4000. I've seen some Freightliner Columbia 120s that had said Mercedes MBE 4000 had that logo on it on the hood.
Doesn't MBE stand for Mercedes-Benz engine?
I think it
Something
does.
like that, but it did say Mercedes MBE 4000. I remember seeing like the Power Stroke label on a Ford. You know, they had that type
Yeah,
of
on
logo.
the Columbias, if it was Mercedes-Benz powered, it'd actually have a tag on the side that says Mercedes-Benz powered.
Yeah. I'm not sure.
And like the Cummins on the Internationals has that, you know, clean engine, but it also has the Cummins in it.
Take a
Yep,
look,
or the
because
A26 badge.
So we've got the international, the FLB. I think that one can have the MBE. Let's take a look. I'm curious now.
No, the FLB did not have the Mercedes engine because Mercedes didn't own Detroit until midway through 2003 model year when Penske sold Detroit to Mercedes. Because Penske had a stake in the engine in Detroit before GM got rid of it altogether. Because they quit offering the Detroits in the Chevrolet pickups in 2000 or 2001 when they introduced the Duramax to replace it.
I forget.
Yeah, that's
what-
right. I forgot that 6.5 was made by Detroit.
Because GM still owned them at that point.
God, that was a loud engine.
Yeah, it only made 195 horsepower and 300 and some odd pound-feet of torque. Made it to a 5-speed manual transmission sourced from Chrysler.
That kind of sucks because even the first gen Cummins made more power than that.
I don't
Right,
Or at
remember.
but
least
think-
more torque.
But I think you could shove a 6.6 Duramax in the engine bay of a 6.5 equipped truck. It wouldn't be that much of a difference, I don't think.
I don't think it would either.
Of course, I hate Japanese engines, not because of the people, it's just because they're not. I mean, Duramax right now makes 500 horsepower, I think, but does not make 1,000 pound-feet of torque like it should. It makes
I know
975 pound-feet of torque.
Yes, I know Ford just upped the 6.7 to 500 horsepower and 1,250 foot-pounds of torque.
And I don't know what the new 6.7 Cummins and the Rams are making at all yet either. I have not heard the specs on it at all.
I think
Because
it's
the
420 and like 1,020 or something like that.
Yeah, it's just over 1,000. I think. Yeah, I think you're right, and it's like the high output's 420, because the standard one is like 390 or 385, I think.
And then in the low output 6.7 it is like 800 or 900 pound-feet of torque in the medium duties, which would be the Ram 45, Ram 45 and 5500s.
Yeah, I know. When you look on the Cummins website, you've got the ISB and the B67 6.7, and I don't know whether the B6.7 replaced the ISB in the.
I think
medium
it did.
I
duty.
think it was just an
I
upgraded
think it
version.
did.
I think they did when they went from ISX to X15. I think they just
Yeah.
did that to be consistent.
Yeah, and then of course you've got the I guess it's ISL, but that was the ISL 9 that was the L9. I think that's the order of them.
Because the ISL was I think, replacement for the L10 Cummins, if I'm not mistaken.
Something like that, and that's going to be replaced with the X10 when they get round to doing that. As I think
I wish they would just release a torque curve for that already.
I know, right? I know.
Then we could have you build it.
Yeah,
Because my dad had a. Go ahead.
It's going to be one of those engines that I think that they're designing to run on, anything from hydrogen to gasoline to natural gas to diesel to biodiesel.
Because right now they're fixing to do an engine that's supposed to be a Cummins medium duty engine that's supposed to be run on a alternative fuels or whatever that only makes less than 300 horsepower and 800 something pound-feet of torque, and it's supposed to be going in like box trucks and might even find its way into heavy duty Rams down the line.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, so the Mac engine in this Mac R is only 300 horsepower rated, but it's 1425 foot-pounds of torque, which for the late 70s, early 80s was a lot for a truck. It was a lot of torque. It wasn't that much power, but was a lot of torque, and it doesn't have high speed because you need power for speed, but it pulls heavy loads pretty easily.
And hey, David, are you familiar with the QSM 11 Marine engines?
Not I wouldn't say familiar. I've got a couple of the Cummins Marines brochures that I've read cover to cover, basically.
Because they're basically just the Marine version of the M11 truck engines.
Yeah,
I seen them in a boat one time. Twin engines. I can't remember how much horsepower or torque. That was before 2010 when I saw the boat last.
Put a lot of power out. It's something like 600. From memory, it's a lot, and it's like 23. It's like 23 or 2400 revs, but of course you've got not quite unlimited cooling, but you've got really good cooling there. But yeah, they are powerful.
Because I remember how they used to, even into the early 90s and stuff, they used the old like 8V92 Silver TA Detroits, and as Marine engines, even when they still had the 60 series, in its early stages.
Yeah, the 6V92 has been a really interesting engine to basically play around with and to tweak it, because it's called Screaming Jimmy, but yeah, it needs to be driven like you stole it, is what people seem to say.
Yeah, like drag it like you're mad.
Yeah. Was it?
Okay, so what's he doing?
What is who doing?
I'm just driving around. I'm eating a lot lizard for breakfast.
You want to take a picture of our trucks like we did last time together?
Yeah, we should do that. Jump back in there.
I guess we can do it before we start our next load. I'm gonna back out here so Zach can get through. Oops, about to back into something. I was kind of watching.
I got something you can back into.
Shut your mouth, young man.
Make me.
Okay, let me shut my corn dog in there.
Is that what the kids today call it?
Hey, I like corn dogs.
That was a smug response.
I know. You're about to run into a Walbert truck, at least for what I can see.
I'm trying to back and keep from hitting you.
Oh, dude.
Oh God.
Two yellow trucks and a maroon orangutan.
I just made the inside of this truck brown.
Yeah, I think you did. I think you made.
Let
You got a code brown.
Let me guess, you crapped all over your truck's interior.
You made my monitor brown.
I just gave y'all pink eye through my microphone.
Yep. Hi.
I guess all you're in my truck. David has the little whatever the protector on the front grill, and Zach's looks like he's just. Who cares if I get a few Priuses in my grill?
Yeah, I went with what Matt calls the heavy front bumper, but I didn't go for the full bull bar setup that I could have.
That's the one I like to use the most.
I think that the Mag R looks a little bit like if you braked hard with a bull bar on the front, you would cause it to just tip over. Because it looks big. Which I guess...
That's what she said.
I know, right? Well, I am going to go take a quick restroom break. So... Could you fellas give me a couple of minutes? Probably not.
Yeah, not a problem.
I might actually put on some coffee, because who doesn't want coffee?
Aim into that.
Let me go back to here. I'll be right back on my YouTube. I will be right back, fellas.
Yep. I'm gonna take me a bathroom break too.
10-4.
Same here.
I'm back.
You back yet, Zach?
Yes, sir.
If David, I'm gonna have to. I was making some lemon water for me. So if David comes back on and I don't respond, I'm gonna be taking. My break's gonna be a few seconds longer, and then I'll be right back.
Okay.
If you just pass the word along to him, if he asks where I'm at.
Yes, sir. This security guard just looks like he's tweaking out.
Okay, I'm back.
I'm back. Give me a second.
I'm gonna go and change my truck around a little bit. There's a shop just around the corner.
Okay.
It's raining again.
Let's do this.
It hasn't rained for me at all, which is good.
Showing on the laptop that it's raining.
I thought I just heard a clap of thunder, but no, that's just David's Mac cranking up.
I guess all the drugs. I guess all the drugs he's been smuggling with it.
Or it's your butt letting loose something. I'm impressed, man.
That too. Huh?
I'm like 1,000 miles from you, and I can hear it.
Don't know about the lightning. Very, very frightening.
Yeah, if you ever come to Florida and you want to find me, just follow the green cloud.
Well, it just
So
so
you talk about
happens
trailers and stuff, right?
in about a year's time, I will be in Florida.
You mean you're moving to Florida?
No, I'm gonna meet my folks, and we're gonna
Oh,
go
that's cool.
to the Kennedy Space Center. Is it Kennedy Space Center?
Yeah.
We're gonna certainly go there. But,
Last time. Go ahead.
I've got extended family who live or that live in Florida, and I've met. Last time I met one of them, I guess it's my great uncle, was in the late 1980s, and he was fairly high up in a motoring manufacturer that have a blue oval badge, but I won't say the name.
Ford.
So yeah, I've not seen.
Not sorry, Zach. I hit you, buddy.
I've not
Nah,
seen
you're
it for a
good.
while.
I'm probably going to change trucks like I always do anyway.
So, well, I'm going to take that damage right out because I don't care if it's just 1%. I still want a clean truck.
Oh, that's how I am too.
I'm
Oops.
probably going to change the paint job too, to be honest. I mean, I'll probably switch it back once the stream's over. Right, once I hop off later.
I got something you
Well,
can hop off on.
I just left one for you. The last time I was in Florida was right after Hurricane Katrina in 2005. It was in the Panhandle. When my brother was in Chief Warrant Officer down in Fort Rucker, Alabama.
Oh, I heard that storm pretty much wiped out the whole state.
Mm.
Well,
Not the
Fort
whole
Rucker
state,
wasn't
but-
damaged at all. It was right outside Ozark, Alabama.
Or not the whole state, but the area that it hit.
Yeah, it was.
My brother had left a camping trailer down there, and it wasn't messed up at all.
I'm gonna.
David, do you have
yes.
the no collision damage thing turned on?
It's whatever we normally do, but
I'm-
sometimes if you're at a shop, you can still run into someone, which seems to be a bug in the game.
Because I see Zach literally, his truck's literally humping your truck.
Oh, this feels so good.
International Mac making a baby. I mean, that's one ugly mother heifer.
Oh boy.
Oh, I'm Cummins.
That made me spit my cheap lemonade out of my mouth and onto my laptop.
Well, at least it didn't come out of your ears, and that's what she said.
Now it came out of my oil pan, if you catch my drift.
If you know what I mean, yeah.
Well, I guess you don't have the dynamic duos that I thought you had. If you got an oil pan, your dynamic duo should be hanging pretty low and dry.
Right. I gotta change.
Man, if my mother could hear me talking like this, she'd kill me.
600 horsepower and a 10 speed. What will go wrong?
Nothing. I'm gonna
You'll,
have
you'll be slow as hell.
I'm gonna go with the Mac E7 460 XT, which is like the AMD graphics cards. If it's got an X
No,
or a
it's
T, it's
expert.
a faster, more
No,
power.
it stands for extra. No, it really stands for extra testicles.
Might be.
That's something you should probably talk to your doctor about.
Well, yeah, probably.
Zach, that was kind of in dedication to you because you both and me had dirty minds, so that was for you technically. I think you need to go have yourself checked out.
Dude, I
All
can
this
still-
gas I'm passing tonight, I think I do.
I can still
Oh, you
hear that in Texas. It is impressive. All right.
Well, the only thing I'm going to do is, service my truck. Not like that, Zach. So don't start. I'm going to basically get that 1% damage taken out and then change my paint job.
Oh, I
and I'll
just
be good.
serviced David's truck really good.
I don't think the Mac likes its rival that well. Plus, David's truck's old as hell, so I mean, yours is
Well, I like
second
MILFs.
oldest as hell.
Okay, not everything old is bad.
I know that. I like.
I like me some Cougars.
Shut up, Zach. What we really need to do is get if we could do it sometime in the future, just do 3 Mac B61s.
Yeah, we could
Zach, hey.
something else as well.
Sorry, well, I was trying to say Mac B61s, but as soon as I was pulling forward, your truck had disappeared. So I was going to go over the wrench there, and then your truck reappeared and I hit you.
It's all right. No, I didn't feel it, but let me just get out of your way.
Well, I'll make it real quick, like a drive-by.
So I've got a very interesting spec in this. This is a Mac E7 460 XT, which was the version that they only sold for a very limited time until the EPA said you're breaking the emissions laws. So it's
Yeah, then they had to detune them.
Yes, so it's 500 horsepower, and the best transmission I could find to work with it is an M drive.
Huh.
So I got a 12-speed in here. So
Nice.
this is going to be a little weird, but it's got 12 speeds and 500 horsepower. So I mean, what could possibly go wrong?
What's your final drive?
It's the 325.
That's actually not bad. I mean, a little tall for an E7, but
Yes,
that's
yeah.
not bad at all.
Yeah.
Okay, I am ready to go.
Do you mind if I choose a job?
Go
Yeah,
for
ahead.
it.
Okay.
And I'm going to tri-axle.
Okay. Well, let me see.
I got 600 horsepower and 342 gears, so I should be good for whatever.
And I still got the same setup engine-wise and transmission-wise, so I'm good to go, too.
Do we want to maybe make this one a little more interesting?
Just give us a set of criteria you're thinking about, and I'll give you my yay or nay.
Well, let me see. What have we got? I don't want to make this too long a trip. Oh, we could go to California in 1,000 miles, and I reckon we can get there pretty quickly with these trucks.
Yeah,
I do need to fuel up, though. Real quick
yeah.
right here.
Yeah, I say I don't need much fuel, but I say let's go for it.
Or I can go. Yeah, okay. Plus, in honor of tonight's theme, this is a ventilation shaft.
Oh my god!
So it's not particularly heavy. It's only 12,000 pounds. Right. So we are going.
I guess you better get a few wheelbarrows to help carry that sucker.
Yeah. We're
How
off
heavy?
to the 11,904, I think, as standard.
11,000?
Yeah. Well, just under 12,000, and we're going to the rail export that's just to the west of us.
Well, actually,
So
then I'm
pull
gonna
it out
grab
and
me a
we go
single
left.
axle day cab, make this a little even more fun.
Okay.
Well, I'm guessing I'll be the only one with the tri-axle then.
I got to get me some fuel. So
Okay, I just got hit pulling out of this parking lot.
Should we fill up here, and then if we need fuel, we need fuel? Does that seem reasonable?
Yeah. So you said am I going the right direction, David?
You got to go west, so it's the rail export.
But am I headed in the right direction?
No, I think you're going east. I think.
Because I'm turning left out of the parking lot.
Yeah, I think you're going east.
Okay. Well, I can't tell my directions on here, so my apologies.
You gotta well.
I just did a U-E in the middle of the road.
Yeah, if you look on the map, you can see it pretty easily. It's the rail export.
We have to pull up my big GPS.
I'm just filling up right now.
Oh yeah,
Right.
now I see it. I guess that truck that hit me when I came out of the gas station, it's still sitting there.
Okay.
Is it the one that's across the road from that General Mills or whatever place?
Yeah, it's a little bit north of the General Mills.
Okay, because I'm already heading that way.
Okay. Got me some motion lotion. I don't think I can get there on 1 tank of diesel, but it'd be nice to try.
I've managed to run it right on empty and coast into the place and able to unhook before having to be
That is
rescued.
pretty cool. Yeah, that is pretty cool.
I don't do it very often. I usually make multiples. If I get half a tank or below, or until it says you're running on low, then I'll try to stop and find a place to refuel.
I unfortunately.
So did you already choose what? Did you already choose the load or
I did, but I haven't picked it up yet because I'm still
You-
on my way.
Well, I'll park outside the gate where you and wait for you to come in.
Sure.
And
If you look behind you, I'm going over the bridge.
well, I'm not in the right camera mode to do it. But I can see you on the GPS coming
Yeah.
up, so it's good enough.
Turn right.
I got the Hellrider paint job on mine. On my truck.
Okay.
Turn right.
So it's just turning in now. Zach is right behind me.
Yeah, his truck's crawling right up your a-hole again.
About to put another Cummins in it.
If you're using a single axle, that's gonna be pretty fast.
Actually, I only have 1250 foot-pounds of torque.
Okay.
So I'm the one that has the most power again.
Ready to
Wow, I didn't know your penis was that small.
I know, it's special.
And I hit your truck again.
So
Hit it harder, baby.
I've been missing on the chat, but let me see. Okay, so El Troquico, I cannot speak. Not sure how to pronounce that, but he says greetings from Argentina. Greetings.
Oh, nice.
Welcome.
Where is? Oh, there it is. It's right around the corner. All right, so I'll grab the load and then I'll meet you
Hey, give me a
close to
moment.
the entrance.
Slow. This says Oxnard, California, right?
Yes. Yes, just over
Have I
1,000 miles.
seen that yet?
Make sure he's grabbing it from the convoy screen and not the job.
Yeah, you have to grab it from the convoy screen. Otherwise, I guess you.
Well, I've got it pulled up right here. I'm back into my trailer just right about now.
Cool. I'll meet you close to the entrance. I want to just check the route, because I don't think it's I-10.
Gonna play catch up with David.
Oh, I'm gonna stop. I'm not gonna start.
Oh no, I just wanted to get in second. But I wanted to keep Zach from trying to hump your truck again.
I'll just hump yours, baby.
I think my truck likes it.
Oh boy.
He's feeling horny right now.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. Yeah, I'm showing 1,072 miles. But,
From right here, I'm showing 1,049.
yeah, but
I got 1,072.
but your route will be not using best. It might be shortest, maybe.
I can go in there and change it. If what is your set on, David?
Okay, it's on the best. The best.
Yeah, I can go into my settings real quick and change that.
It's up to you. I mean, you could save 30 miles. Zach, if this is going to be competitive and you've got the least powerful truck, you might be at a bit of a disadvantage.
Well, I have the shortest gearing, so I might have a...
Okay.
Okay, there we go. Now
Little
mine
bit of
says
an advantage.
1,072.
Okay. Cool.
So I got that changed. Give me a moment. I need to take a swig of my lemonade, and I'll be right. Alrighty. Now let's get this party started, shall we? Shall I take the lead?
If you like, or yeah, I I don't mind. I'm going to pass you at some point,
True, if I don't wreck.
hopefully. So,
But say no network connection for me.
oh no.
Oh, just that. Should we save real quick?
I don't know.
It just booted me out.
It did. We can wait because
Yeah, I'm still connected.
It's probably my end.
that's what she said. You
Well,
wanna
as long
try
as you're
again?
still connected on this.
I mean, we could
Should
get
we-
quite a distance in the next 30 minutes, which takes us to 10 o'clock for you, Zach, if that's not too late.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, it's
there you
raining
are.
on my end now too.
huh, weird.
Yeah,
So
it
you
is
still
weird,
connected?
David.
So are you still connected? Yes. Hey Zach,
Yeah.
are you still in ATS or did you said you got booted?
Yeah, I just rejoined.
Okay. Well, like I said, it's not giving me any problems at the moment, so I guess I'll try to. So that way I could be the test dummy to see if anything goes wrong. You know, like internet or whatever, and see I can keep track of stuff.
Well, last one there is the loser of the challenge. To everyone who's watching, okay, very few people are watching this, but don't drive like how I'm going to drive in real life.
I like how you
You mean how
drive
you
in this
don't
game
think
in
this?
general.
I'm usually sensible, sort of.
Sort of.
It's
Keyword.
just- I know. So just wait for
Yeah,
my engine to warm up before I put some speed.
It's a
on.
Mac. It don't care.
I know.
Yeah, this truck I'm driving is way overkill for this load.
I know we could probably pull this with a Power Stroke or a 6.7.
Yeah, we certainly could.
Or like a Duracon.
We could probably even pull it with one of our Ford Fusions. Okay, maybe not, but you know.
Maybe not. Maybe a Ram 1500 probably could.
Yeah, I think so.
Right, the new. Now I think 2024 or 2025. Speaking of those, are introducing the all-electric model on the 1500s.
Shocker.
It's all because of the damn Italians taking us over. Because Fiat is Italian and they own Chrysler Corporation. I mean, they own
Yeah.
Dodge, Ram, Jeep, and all that stuff. Of course, David, do you remember when Chrysler bought out American Motor Corporation and got control of Jeep and Eagle?
That wasn't something that was really a thing in the UK.
Oh, I forgot about Eagle.
I'm
I
guessing it was
forgot.
in the 80s.
Yeah, 'cause I thought you were. I kind of forgot there for a moment that you weren't over here back then. You were still in the UK at that point. My apologies.
No, it's all right. But I know that AMC and Eagle were a brand. Did they die out in the 80s, or was it the
Yeah, it was
2000?
in '87. It was Chrysler bought them in '87, like during the '87 model year, because they made the Jeep Comanches that year pickup. But two different the same truck in the same model year. One said American Motor Corporation, and the other one said Chrysler Corporation on the door sticker. And then of course Eagle went out in the early, like sometime in the '90s or early 2000s, kind of when they quit making the Chrysler 300M around that same time.
Yes, I know. I think the last Eagle car was a rebadged Dodge Intrepid, if I remember correctly.
Eagle Vid, something like that, if I'm not mistaken.
I think that's what it was, actually, the Eagle Vision.
Because my dad and the family had one, and I remember playing with the little cigarette lighter thing in there, and I ended up putting a hole in one of the seats in the passenger side of it.
Oops.
I remember one time when I was like 2 or 3 years old, I got a hold of the ironing board and the iron on it, and I actually burned a hole in the carpet in our living room.
Damn.
I bet your parents never let you forget that one.
Nope, I was lucky I didn't burn myself.
Yeah.
Whoops.
Did
Yeah,
you
this truck's
crash?
working. No, I missed my turn, but I'm doing a legal UE in the middle of the road. And going back to my turn.
And I remember one time when I was like 3 or 4, I sprayed Windex in my eyes.
Ooh, it's gonna sting in the morning.
Oh, the worst part was getting my eyes flushed for 15 minutes with water.
Yeah, that must be really uncomfortable too.
My eyes are watering just thinking about it.
That's what you said.
I
Weird.
wish I had a
there's-
girl that would water up when she thinks about me.
Weird. There's a Prius just stuck in the middle of the street.
That is weird, isn't it?
Yeah.
Hope it's not for me.
Speaking of in the middle of the street, y'all ever heard that song "Our House" in the middle of the street?
Yeah.
Yes,
I saw a meme of a Swift truck pulling a mobile home that fell off the trailer, and the caption said "Our House" in the middle of the street. And you see a picture of the Swift truck and the house falling off the trailer, just in the middle of the road.
You know what that logo on the truck should have really said?
What?
Swift kicked to the ASS.
Yeah, no kidding.
I know everyone loves to rage on Swift, but they put real adverts in this game, which is pretty epic.
Well, and the reason there's so many bad drivers is they're one of the biggest mega carriers, so the more people you have, the more stuff is going to happen. It's like when you mass produce something, the more you mass produce something, the more duds you're going to have.
Yeah.
Well,
That's why so many people return Razer products, because so many of them are sold.
Now, technically, also the reason they have so many, because they didn't wear protection.
Oh boy. I was taking a swig of coffee, otherwise I'd have laughed earlier. Whoa, I just had a truck appear in the middle of the road and then disappear.
I hope the internet's not about to crash on us.
No, I think it's just because I'm driving so fast in my funky Mac in the rain.
'Cause I'm already at 973 miles out.
I wish the guy who ever created that mod would do the updated version of the Macar from like the early 2000s.
Yeah, because they quit making them in the 2004 for the 2005 model year.
Yeah, it had the more rounded body style and a little bit of an updated interior.
And then the
E7
headlights
motors.
were different too. The headlights
Yeah.
were different. Instead of that single or double round, they would just a regular square
Yeah,
with
'cause
a rounded head.
It looks a bit like a Pinnacle, doesn't it?
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, if you
I like
if you
the Pinnacles.
if you squint, it's,
Yeah, I remember the
it's-
Mac Pinnacle used to be what the Vision became or whatever, and then the Pinnacle became the CXU, or vice versa.
And Or the C. What about the CHU 613? Or C. You know, wasn't there a CHU 613?
Yeah, that's pretty much the newer version of the Vision.
Because I like the Vision because that was one of the older SCS, like 18 Goes to Steel games. I think Convoy, 18 Goes to Steel Convoy had it, and then Pedal to the Metal had it as well.
Yeah, I wish they would add that truck to this game too.
I'm gonna have to, because I can't picture the vision, because I do a lot of reading and whatnot, but I've got a lot of years to catch up because I've only been in the US for what, 5, 6, 7 years now, 6.5. Had to think then.
So did you? I guess you're married, right, David?
I am.
Did you meet your spouse like over there in the UK, or did you meet them over here?
I first met Sandy in the US, and
Oh. But it's
and
none of my business. I just didn't know, you know,
No,
when
no,
you said
it's-
you owned music.
it's okay. Yeah, so I met her in the US, but that was a while ago now. And then it took 2 years to get all the visa stuff processed and all that jazz. It took roughly 2 years.
Well, I'm glad you decided to call the U.S. your home because you're at least on your videos, and then I've chatted with you on here and stuff. All since I've known you, you seem to be a pretty damn decent guy.
Well, thank you. But I mean, you have to be to make it over here, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
At least
basically.
make it over here legally.
Yeah.
Well, and that, and then of course, like I said, getting to know like Stu, for the UK, following him since I've been following, some other people over there and stuff too. Just seeing how different, a YouTuber's life over there is from US. It's kind of a whole different ball game over there.
Well, it just shows you what love can do too.
True. No matter which, I mean, I don't mean this in the bad way, but whichever way you swing, I mean, it just all depends,
Yeah.
And I'm not using that term, and I'm not using that term to be derogatory. Because I know how Stu is, and I respect him for it. I'm not gonna bash nobody. If you know what I'm saying.
What's interesting is I talk about a little bit about some of the fact that there are days when I feel like I am bilingual, because British English and British American are kind of different. So there's a lot of words that I use, and I'm like, no, wait, that actually it's something else. A good example being a intersection. We Brits call that a junction.
It's like spelling the word color. Like,
Yeah,
But it's
that too.
C-O-L-O-U-R, if I'm not mistaken, right, David?
Yep,
Y'all
yep,
spell it
there's a-
C-O-L-O-U-R?
Yep, there's an extra U, but it's like intersection, gas station, route and route. There's so many
gasoline in general, gas, petrol.
Yep, petroleum spirit.
Hey.
So many
Hey,
different words.
Hey, Zach.
What's up?
You know what we need? You know what we need to start changing some of these gas stations, like what we call gas stations. The ones that politicians use. And you know what we need to change the name of those stations to?
What's that?
Instead of calling it gas stations, call it ass stations.
Hey, I'm down for an ass station if you know what I mean. I'm an
Well,
ass
that's not
guy,
what-
so
Am I gonna have to put a butt plug in there?
I don't know. It'll probably rot away, or all the gas will just build up and then just shoot it out like a
Yeah,
bottle cap.
That would become a projectile weapon.
Which honestly, that'd be pretty funny. New terrorist
That was
attack
it.
weapon, Zachary Bishop's butthole.
I mean, I'm just gonna put this here: rubber bullets.
No, honestly, those won't fit. Because somebody might say they're too tight.
It's weird. It hasn't stopped raining yet, fellas. This is rather strange, isn't it?
I
Yeah,
know.
I'm at the 831 mile mark, or out, and it's raining pretty heavy.
Yeah, it's weird.
I can even
isn't
see
it?
inside I'm changing multiple camera angles, and I'm inside the cab and at the bumper camera, and I can still see rain like it's nothing. Well, like it's like not even nothing. And speaking of that, I'm doing a 98 and a 65 right now.
I just crashed through trying to do something clever with my truck.
Let me get you trying to do a wheel.
No, I was trying to. Never mind. Oh, what's it damaged? 11% damage. That's a shame. That's enough
Well,
to cause
luckily
my
my
engine to
brake
fail.
Yeah. Uh-oh. Luckily, my Jake brake's working, slowing me down way pretty good. It literally, as soon as I turned it on, I went from 98 to down to 71.
I'm being a law-abiding citizen and following the speed limit.
Yay!
Hey, Zach, I got a surprise for you, but you can't see it.
Oh boy, there's a traffic jam up there, isn't there?
No, but it's a middle finger.
Speaking of traffic jams, I've been using the realistic traffic mod, or one of them.
Oh, the realistic traffic density.
Yeah, something like that. And dang, it's like it gets busy and it's hard to make progress, and
I know.
it becomes
Hey,
frustrating.
I just eventually start pulling out in front of people.
Yeah.
Hey, I've got an idea. If there's a way you can, is it freeware or is it payware?
It's
Oh,
on
it's a Steam Workshop mod.
Yeah.
Okay, I was gonna say we ought to incorporate that next time I'm able to join y'all. I guess who knows when it'll be, but I'll be in contact with you. But maybe the next one I get to hop on with y'all, we can try using that as a mod. Incorporating it into the.
If it doesn't
combo.
lag out somebody's internet,
Yeah. it
Yeah.
can-
somebody just fart.
That was me.
Hey!
Sorry.
I got nothing. I'm a skeleton. I haven't got the bones to fart.
Well, even if you do it, your mic just cancels it out.
That's true. I could always reach in and turn off that setting, but
Wow, I'm already at 759 miles out. I'm booking it. Booking it like Booker T.
Are you seeing the storm too? The lightning?
Yeah.
Where at? In the game?
Yeah.
No, on my end it's not even. It's just raining. Oh, there we go. There, just now it did. I'm about nearly crashed into this construction zone up ahead of where I'm at.
Whoa. That
There
was
it goes again.
big
Dang.
flash
That's
of
pretty.
lightning.
That's pretty
Oh,
realistic.
yep.
Even
Dang.
Good grief.
with my cheap graphics, even on the low setting, that was pretty light. I mean, pretty
And
intense.
I think we all, and there's a second one. I think we all got it at about the same time. It sounds good as well.
Yes, here we go. This is the one.
So I really wanted it to be heavy rain and a storm because I thought it might make it more dramatic. And it looks like I was right.
Well, I will say this though, David. Anybody that's watching that has seizure problems might want to not do that as much. Might be considerate, some of the other ones, because I like it personally, but I don't know who watching, that had that type of photosensitivity problem.
Well, true. We have one person watching, and that must be me because it's sitting on my laptop.
Oh, you mean the Devil's Kitty Cat? No, I'm sorry. That's my stash. That's the person I live with. That's her cat. That's the one I want to put the Devil's Pitchfork in. Oops, I got 2% damage. I hit a guardrail because the light flashed and caused me to wreck.
I love how the Volvo still has the wrong blinker sounds.
What do you mean? The left, we're just going for the right, and the right's going for the left.
No, in the Volvo VNL 2014, the actual sound of the blinkers, it has the Mac Anthem blinker sound. That's not accurate.
Has it ever been?
I don't think it has.
You can thank foreigners for that, and I don't mean people from the UK like
Which
David.
Creechbum's engine pack fixes that with the interior sounds, but
Yeah.
Yeah, that's just more stuff you have to download that picks up more memory that's not necessary. Hey, who yawned?
I farted.
It sounded like a yawn.
Yeah, because I let out a moan of relief.
Oh my gosh! So you've been watching Pokemon videos on your computer?
I actually don't really pay attention to Pokemon.
I'm trying to just not use another word that rhymes with that that's in place of that, because it's YouTube. It's an adult word.
Another word that
Oh, you mean corn videos?
Corn rhymes with corn.
Oh, you mean prom?
Yeah, I watch it from time to time.
Zach knows what I'm talking about.
I had no idea what you were talking about.
Zach doesn't. He can tell you off camera about it, or off stream. But I think anybody in the audience that's got a half a brain like me and Zach would know what I'm talking about.
I'd rather make it than watch it.
I'd be like, hey girl, do you want to make a porno in front of the, or do you want to watch a porno on the bathroom mirror?
Oh my god! How are we getting this deep into crap, man? Seriously.
Well, I don't know.
Man, I don't know how we've gone from talking about cards to, this has been the dirtiest stream I've been in today in a long, long time.
Just to go back to the game for a second, I don't know whether
Yes.
whether it's the same for you guys, but this game looks insane at this time of day in a storm.
Oh, I know, it's raining heavy. I got wipers on full speed.
It's got the whole colors just look fantastic. That's the reason why I wanted to try drive in a storm, because I think it looks and
crap.
sounds
I hate
amazing.
I know, with this storm, it just looks dark and gloomy. I love it.
Yeah.
And David,
Yes, sir.
can you see? I don't know if you can tell like where I'm at on the map, but where the next nearest service station is, I've got like 8% damage because my triaxle truck is just not steering very well, and I'm gonna have to get it serviced and probably go back to a tandem axle.
You could just try slowing down.
True, but I'm trying to slow down and it's not doing very well. Not ever since this rain came about. I've been driving pretty crappy.
I could totally see Zmod going out and just recording a thunderstorm for sounds for this game.
He did, and he got criticized because people didn't think it sounded realistic, and he's like, I don't know what to do. It was a real storm.
Huh.
Yeah, I learned that about his rain pack. It looks like Flagstaff.
Okay, and how far I'm out from me? 'Cause I'm at 650 miles out.
I couldn't tell you how far out, but I know that Flagstaff is the next major. You're about to go through Holbrook, and then after that it's Flagstaff.
Because I was gonna say, the guy that is whatever Z-Mods, is not, he said he was having trouble doing whatever. He just told all those other guys to go F themselves.
Oh, when you run a business, people giving you money, you can't really do that, unfortunately.
Well, no, but I'm just saying, because you're doing what you can, and then people. Well, I know you're going to be criticized. Like everybody's going to be criticized all the time, but it's just, when people are being unreasonable, it's like,
it's always the weather one was it was or is a free one on Steam, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because I believe in giving everybody a chance, that's something, even if it, it may not be the greatest, I've at least given it a try, if it doesn't work, give some criticism, but keep it, clean, keep it friendly, and try not to be too harsh with the words you use.
I kind of want to swap my engine to a Cummins ISX, but at the same time, I'm getting 7.4 miles to the gallon out of this D11.
It's not bad.
Well, I'd say, there's a content, about mileage. I know David usually puts mileage on his videos. But I'd say just for the sake of, convoys, not to worry about all that, just do whatever.
Yeah,
I mean,
but I'm a
I'm
realistic
sorry that
virtual
it is
trucker,
wrong.
so...
I'm sorry if that offended you, make me say that. I don't mean that in the mean way.
No, you're good.
Disrespect.
No, I don't think it's offensive. It's one of the strengths of this game is that you can drive it like I stole it as we do now. I can drive it to try and get 7.3 miles per gallon as opposed to 7.2.
Yeah.
You can do everything. Or was it not everything? You can do lots of stuff.
That's right. And go ahead.
I haven't yet done a video on trying to get 10 miles per gallon because it's not that interesting for most people.
Yeah, for people like me and David, it's interesting as crap, but...
Yeah, and I've tried to do a couple. It's just it's hard because I'm like, yep, I'm doing 55, or I'm gonna he's off now. So
and everybody else is just interested in, like 750 horsepower in a Volvo, or...
Yeah, and I love the fact that we can do both. I read an article on one of the gaming websites about Eurotruck, and they were saying, why is this game not dead? Because it's like 12 years old, and the number of people that play it has consistently gone up every year for the last 12 years.
Well, when you consistently update your game and listen to your community,
Yeah.
as well as a big active modding community, that's what keeps it alive.
And also, people play this game and they want to relax. So, I was playing World of Warships the other day, and I don't tend to play competitive games like that because I tend to get frustrated, and I don't want to get frustrated at the game. But I do and I don't. And I'm like, this is so weird. I'm getting frustrated because I suck at the game. And in ATS, if I suck at the game, it's funny because I've crashed for the second time that mile or something.
Exactly.
I don't know. But Daniel, I don't think you're being offensive. I mean, it doesn't matter if you are interested or not interested in mileage. You can do it either way. And it's now stopping raining for me, by the way.
Yeah,
It's starting to rain back up.
I'm stopping. Okay, I'm getting off one of the Flagstaff exits. I don't know where.
I think that there are two in Flagstaff, as I recall.
The first one I came to, I had to get off the road for just a little bit. I'm gonna go ahead and do that and go back to a tandem axle and then keep the same engine and transmission. And I'm gonna probably keep the same paint job too. Just need to that and go ahead and get some gas. Or not? Why am I saying gas? It's diesel. If I put gas in these dang tanks, This truck's gonna blow up.
It's a motion lotion.
Motion lotion, yeah, like that.
I'm afraid, somebody's summer sausage can handle it.
A number of years ago, a family member, this is back in the, I guess, the early 80s, bought a car that had fuel injection when it was still fairly rare to have that as a thing. And on the back it said fuel injection motion lotion, I believe, and there was one pig giving another one a piggyback, shall we say.
Oh, great.
And for a long time, fuel injection, it was like, yep, that's two pigs giving each other a piggyback. And then, of course, when I was older, I'm like, oh, they're not having a piggyback. I see. Those were the days. A simpler life when I was naive.
I miss the
Well,
days of not having responsibilities or bills.
Yeah. You want to know what's scary is I'm still of the mindset that 30 years ago was the 1970s. But no.
I'm still in the mindset that 10 years ago was 2009.
But no, 30 years ago was 1994. And I'd finished school and I was working. Dang, I'd been working for 2 years. That was when, I forget when the 486 was released, but back in its day, that was the next big thing from Intel, and it was amazing. And now I think every smartwatch is more powerful many times over than a 486.
Yeah.
Okay, so I have another question on that too. Like, oh crap, never mind. I already forgot what I was going to ask. you were talking about when something was released. What was that, David?
The Intel 486 processor. It was a CPU. It's like 3 or 4 generations older, or more like 5 or 6 than the Pentium 4.
Yeah. Okay, so I see you going past the exit where I'm fixing to come out on.
Yep.
So
See,
well, I can catch up because I got more power than you.
true, and my engine keeps failing on me.
Well, you should have stopped back where I was at.
That's what happens when you crash and drive crazy, David.
I know. I still have all my gears at least.
I just damaged my trailer 2% and I barely clipped the side of the wall. And I got a 1% damage on my truck. So just pulled out of there.
That's what she said.
Well, I guess that's what happened to you when you didn't pull out.
500 miles to go.
I was born!
That's what he said.
Alright, so I've got just over half a tank. I might get there on 1 tank of fuel. Maybe.
Let's see what I'm at 3/4 of a tank. I didn't even fill up.
Oh, okay, in which case I probably won't then. Oh, I should have turned my ABS on. This thing is a little sketchy.
Why did I have mine on? Hey, Zach,
Yes.
you know what ABS really should stand for?
Ass, bitches, and sex.
No, automatic bitch slapping.
Is it advanced braking system it stands for? I think.
Yeah,
I think anti-lock braking system.
But
Yes,
but yeah, I suppose it would be, it'd be ALBS, but no one's like Alps. We can't have Alps. Let's do Abs instead. That sounds cool. I remember a boss's car of mine, he changed, he had a Honda Prelude, and in the UK the Honda Prelude was a bit like the sort of Starship kind of car, because it had, everything was electronic. This thing had four-wheel steering, anti-lock brakes.
Oh, yeah.
It had all the toys and all the gizmos, and it had some kind of electrical issue that it would forget all of its settings, and the automatic transmission would it would learn how you drive. And this is back in the day before lots of cars did that, and so he ended up changing it for something else. But
where's
forward,
Zach? Sorry to interrupt. Where's Dak at on the map?
I stopped at a service station to change my engine out.
Oh, I
A
didn't
little
see
more
you on.
powerful.
But he ended up getting a, I think it was a Golf in the late 1990s that had, was it TC? I think it was electronic skid protection or ESP. It didn't, but which included the traction control system. But Volkswagen, in their wisdom, gave the ESP like it had a switch on the dash, so you could turn it off. And of course, he read somewhere that if you leave it turned, if it's left turned on, your car isn't as fast. So of course, he goes and turns it off. And you want to guess what happened?
He crashed it.
Yeah. Oops.
So the Prelude had steering in the back too?
Yes, it did. Yeah.
I don't think it was like that here in America.
No, it wasn't the same car as they sold in Japan. It wasn't the same car as they sold in America. It was like it was either UK only or it was European only. It was a coupe. Well, it was called the 2+2, but I mean the rear seats were big enough for a Chihuahua, maybe.
Yeah. So I know the Prelude was sold here, but
Yes. And it was kind of it was a boxy angular shape, and it looked utterly cool. I think it had pop-up headlights
I think it did actually. Yeah.
as well. Yeah, it was like a. And he would ask me to move it sometimes, and if you've ever sat in a Lexus or been driven in one, when you start it, it doesn't just turn on all the lights. It does it in like different stages. It's hard to explain, but the Honda was a bit like, I'm not just going to turn on your engine. I'm going to let you know of all these electronic systems. It was kind of a bit like Kit from Knight Rider. It had a digital dashboard as well, I think.
I was gonna say I don't know how much longer that this is gonna be going. But if you're gonna be going after this, keep going after this load. This is gonna be my last because I have to be off at 9:30.
It probably will be mine as well.
Mine as well, yeah.
Yep. Okay. Yeah, because it's quite a long trip this one.
So I'm still trying to catch up to Dave because I just nearly wrecked again. I'm 411 miles or 410 miles out, and I'm just about to hit Kingman, wherever that's at. State was.
I'm 374.
So yeah, I'm not too far behind you. If I can keep from wrecking, even in this Kenworth. I downsized to the tandem axle and I upgraded to with a sleeper and everything.
Yeah, I know also Honda had a competitor for the Miata. I think it was called like the Del Sol. That was a cool little car too.
Yeah, it was a CRX Del Sol, I think, wasn't it? I think it was a CRX because they used the same body for the Insight Hybrid.
I think the CRX, I don't think that was based on the Del Sol, as far as I
Right.
remember.
Yeah, it was a little different.
It was more like a big boxy sedan than anything the CRX was.
Okay. Well, the CRX in Europe was like a little coupe.
Yeah, it's kind of how like it was. It was like a kind of like an SUV on a sedan's body, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it wasn't like that in Europe. It was known because it had like a 1.6 liter engine and it was 158 horsepower, which in its time was
That was pretty dang powerful.
well, it was more power than you'd get from a turbo 1.6, and of course it was VTEC.
Ah, yeah.
And I remember the last Prelude that they sold, I think they've bought it back, but the last one when I was over there was a 2.2 VTEC that had nearly 100 horsepower per litre. But it had been made to be more of a cruising car because the S2000 was the sports car sort of version, or the sporty Honda.
Yeah, that's crazy. 150 horsepower back in the day out of a 1.6. My mom's
it
car
was-
has a 1.4 liter turbo that only makes like 118 horsepower.
But probably a whole buttload of torque.
It's still 11 seconds 0 to 60.
Yeah, but then my I've got the the Fusion with the 1.5 turbo, which is not quick. It's like the slowest sedan of its class, which actually suits me just fine. I don't want something that's
What
quick.
year is yours, David?
2020. It was the last year that they made them. So I think it's 2020.
Yeah,
So now
2020.
the SHO version was pretty popular at one point, and then of course
I think that was the Taurus that was the SHO. It was the Sport
Well,
Fusion
what?
that had the V6.
Because I know that whenever Ford owned Aston Martin there for a little bit, a lot of the Ford cars were styled after it. At least on the front end.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can definitely tell that in the Fusion.
Yes. Yeah. It's got that kind of. I kind of want to say like an open mouth, kind of lower front look thing that kind of goes on there.
Yeah, y'all remember when Aston Martin partnered up with Scion to do that little tiny smart car looking thing? It was like
No.
based on the Scion IQ, I think it was.
Because the Scion was nothing more than a rebadged Toyota, kind of like with the Genesis, and being the
Hyundai.
fancy version of Hyundai and Kia.
Yeah, but essentially what Aston Martin did was they took that Scion IQ and put their own logo on. It was hilarious.
That sounds very. I mean,
That's not very Aston Martin like.
no, and I'm like, I kind of want one, just because. I remember when Ford not long bought Aston Martin. I had the cheapest car in the Ford range. It was called a Ford Ka or a KA, and it had the same stalks as whatever the Aston Martin was that they released. The first one after Ford owned them. It had the same stalks. But now, of course, the steering wheel was a lot cheaper in my car, but it had the same stalks. I think it had the same window switches on some of the models too, but I still think every Aston Martin has looked, in one way or the other, beautiful.
Oh yeah.
So, and the Ford Ka was distinctive looking, let's just say.
It was like a big round bubble kind of.
Yes. Yes, it was occasionally described as it looks like a dog taking a dump.
No, that's what squatted pickup trucks look like.
What about the ones that have the sacks hanging off the back?
Yeah, literally that. Yeah, squatted pickup truck. They had the locally hated stickers on. It's like, no, you're locally retarded.
That's what Ginger Billy had something like that. When he was in his shorts, and doing that squatted stuff. That was just sickening.
That's like they put their Instagram on the back. Yeah, I'll put your Instagram on there and fucking do whatever. But
I had a lot of fun in my Ford Ka, and for a couple of years, if you search for Ford Ka on UK Google, I outranked the Ford website. My website, it's gone now, sadly. I was one of the early people to have a car, a Ford Ka website, and it was fun. Those are the days. That was a 2001 car. Wow.
oh, the year I was born.
2001. I was born in '92.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm the youngest one in this whole Discord server.
No, there's a couple of them that were younger than you, and I had to block one of them on my Discord.
Ooh, that bend is. You're coming up to a couple of tight bends, Daniel. They're kind of nasty in the.
I got the GPS pulled up.
They're kind of nasty in the rain.
The rain's barely falling on my screen.
Yeah.
Now it's starting to pick up a little bit, but it was light. It had stopped
Yeah.
there.
I think I'm gonna go and call it a night.
Okay.
After this load, are you gonna finish the load?
Nah, I'm tired. Work kicked my ass today.
I just hit the barrier. All right. Well, you have a good evening. We'll catch you on the next one.
Yep.
Well-
Y'all have a great night.
Likewise, sir. It was fun hanging out with you.
It was.
All Alrighty, take it easy.
Y'all too.
Yes, sir. All right, David. Looks like you and me be finishing this one.
Looks like it. I'm 192 out.
I'm at 206. I hit the barrier back there earlier because I wasn't speeding, but I barely clipped it and stuff. But my truck's still running, so I'm just trying to catch up to you.
I am showing 16% damage on the truck. It's run better, shall we say, but it's still going. Hasn't cut out too many times.
Yeah.
Where are we going? We're going to Oxnard. Oh yeah, we've got that nice steep hill.
Not too far behind you now. I'm at 195.
Yeah, you're not that far behind me. It's showing 175, but it's not. It's slippery.
Did you wreck?
No, but it's slippery. Gotta slow down for corners.
Yeah.
Okay.
Appreciate you and Zach letting me hop on, give me a little bit of a heads up, because with my situation and everything, and just not being able to be on, kind of like at the last second or whatever. I do appreciate it.
The best convoys I've ever had have been organised at the last second.
True. I will
it-
do that.
It's a case of, you know what, I've got a spare couple of hours. And I laugh with Sandy. I can do anything I like as long as you say it's okay. She's like, it's fine. I'm like, wait. Is it okay or is it fine?
True.
Oh,
You took the Bakersfield exit, right?
Say that again, sorry?
I said you did take the Bakersfield exit, right? Now I'm at 14 myself. I couldn't stop.
Yes, I
coming down
did.
the guard. Okay, good. So I'm behind you now. But I almost got the same amount of damage you do. But I don't see why the GPS is taking us this way, making us go down that one little highway we're fixing to come up to. Then we could have just went down I-15 and come up I-5.
Yeah, maybe it's shorter. I don't know.
So I've got it set to the to the best setting, as of right now.
Yeah. I don't know if it's set up where if you save just 1 mile, it will choose that way as opposed to the other way. Maybe that's what it's set up to do.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, this thing is struggling on most corners because
Mine is too. I mean, I'm trying to slow down but catch up because I know I'm running out of time because once my alarm on my phone goes off, I have to shut everything off. But I'm trying to get this load done.
well, we've got 12. Let's call it 12 minutes. I reckon we're going to be fine.
All right.
It's going to be close.
Well, as long as I can just get it delivered. I might not have an opportunity to back it in like I would. Just hit the let it do its own thing and then save and go down.
Yes.
I like to get as much XP as I possibly can, but I can't always do that.
So, I mean, you've got, what, 140 miles left? Ish? 130?
I'm actually at 127.
Okay.
126 now, so yeah. I'm fixing to come up on you. Woo, 18% damage. Yes! Oh, my trucker! Now I gotta speed back up again. I was trying to catch up to you.
Yeah, it's definitely slippery. I wonder if the game models the fact if it's been raining for a while, it's going to be more slippery.
Yeah, that'd be something. Go ahead.
I don't think it does, but it might, because it definitely feels slipperier now than it was earlier. Or maybe my tyres are just worn. I don't know, this thing's all over the place. Yeah, I definitely have got to try not to, just not drive as fast. I'm going past that great big chemicals plant on the right, and then there's
Okay.
oil field just after, which has 93 miles left. It's showing.
Yeah, I'm at 108 right now.
Yeah, so you are catching up. Plus, it doesn't help that. Okay, it's going slow up that hill, but yeah.
Damage 19%.
Did you run into something?
I just barely ran off the side of the road, but I didn't hit nothing. It was just kind of the embankment, but I didn't really crash into anything, and it just gave me like 1% more damage.
Yeah, it's like it's understeering.
Same, and I've had that issue. It's been worse since they went from like 1.47 on up. You know, when they changed some of the physics and stuff. It's gotten worse. The steering has.
Well, I run my suspension and my stability at I think the lowest level anyway. So it makes it a bit of a handful.
Because I have mine all the way up, you know, because I like the extra stability, but sometimes I guess it's what throws me for a loop.
I like
You alright?
I like how it handles, but it's definitely sketchy.
Because you're still in the Mac R, right?
I am, yeah.
I should have probably stuck with the Mac R, you know, the whole stream like I was gunning recently, but I was, you know, I wanted to go switching to the Kenworth this one because I have my garage in Wichita. I have just me in that garage with 5 different trucks. So that way I can go if I'm driving through there delivering loads and stuff. I can just go in and switch trucks.
Yeah. I think I just stuck with the Mac because I wanted to use the E7.
Yeah.
Okay. Finally joining the highway.
Yeah, I'm coming up behind you soon, hopefully. I'm 57 now.
Yep, 48. I wonder if it's running warm.
Your truck?
Yeah. When I can actually see you on the map, you're to my right.
Yeah, I just saw you down there getting on.
When it gets damaged, the coolant and oil temperature starts to run warmer. And if it gets too hot, it gives you like you get a warning on it. You get like an overheat, and then if you let it run too hot, I think it seizes up on you. You know those times when it just doesn't want to start.
Yeah.
It seems to be, well, it's damaged, but.
Hey, when we get these trailers parked, can we like snap a picture to end the stream with?
Sure. Yeah, we've got six minutes. So we
Okay, because I was gonna say because the lady that's my roommate, she's on the phone, so I think I could sneak in like about a minute or two more to finish it out.
Oh, we've got plenty of time. We're right around the corner.
Yeah.
Because when I get there, I'm just going to basically do the I'm in a hurry option.
Yeah, me too.
It's making a meal out of this hill. Okay, there we go. I got a quarter tank left, so I'm surprised I made it, but it is a 200.
Yeah, I'm about at a quarter of a tank myself.
Yeah, I'm
that
surprised.
So I'm running that 1999 C16 cam. I think that's the one I'm running in this Kenworth. I'm not for sure. I know it's a 6. Come on, let me through. 20% damage now. Oh well. I was trying to pass in the no passing lane.
Oh, yeah. That'll do it.
I didn't have really any option to hit the shoulder like I really should have done. Because I would have hit a fence. One thing I'd like to see them do, is like revert to like showing damage like on your trucks, kind of like they did in the older SCS games, like they was still like across America and then pedal to the metal, and stuff like showing the damage.
This is where it is.
Okay.
Coming up the hill now behind you.
And it was showing 1,072 miles. I actually only drove 915.
That's weird. That's got to be a glitch.
It does that all the time, though. And it's, yeah, it always says like it's X, but yeah, it's usually less than X.
Yeah, because it does that with like my Madden 23 on my Xbox.
Yeah.
I've been pro with the quarterback for like 5 years, and he's some of it's showing he's thrown for 80-something thousand yards, even though and some of it's saying he's only thrown for 70-something thousand. Oops.
Yes. It's kind of weird.
Well, I accidentally hit. Here.
You
There we
can
go.
you can go back and then change it.
I meant to hit the option to just skip, and it didn't let me select it. So there we go.
yeah,
I just
yeah.
hit the skip. They didn't finally let me do it.
Yeah, you
Satisfactory. Go ahead.
You can also go back and if you can reverse back over the same icon, and you can choose a different option too.
Okay, so where you parked at so I don't hit you?
Literally right next to you.
Hold on, let me turn the camera.
Hopefully you can fit.
Oh yeah. It'll be a little tight, get it?
I am not going to say it. But we've got a bunch of pipes behind us. Let me move forward just a little bit. I think that probably works.
Here, let me try to even up with you.
Good grief! This Mack is tiny, and this is the longest truck that they offer. It's tiny. The short one is like 6 feet shorter.
Yeah.
Yeah, that looks a lot smaller than the Kenworth.
Yeah. Well, there you go. So I guess you can post it on my or do you mind if I said when you get it posted, can I re-upload it onto my Discord?
If you like, but if you want to just post that, well, you can post the image on any Discord if you like. That's perfectly fine. Absolutely.
I definitely wanted it since you were taking it, so I don't know how to do it on mine. I mean, I don't know how to do it on my computer, and then go that route. So nonetheless, but all right. Well, I'm parked. It's gonna go ahead and snap it.
And we made it. We didn't crash too much.
Yeah. Sure.
Well, okay. Maybe we did, but
Yeah. Sure. Well, man, it's been a good evening. Just
Yes,
appreciate
it
you
has.
once again.
Yeah. And we managed to finish ahead of time, so you don't have to sneak an extra minute.
Yeah, for sure.
All right. Well, I'm going to go ahead and let's quit back to the menu. Hey, if you've watched the stream for this time, thanks so much for sticking by us. It was a laugh. Thanks to Zach. Thanks to Daniel. That was fun.
Yes, sir. It's a pleasure, all y'all. Y'all have a good one.
Yes, I appreciate it. And I'll catch everyone in the next one. I'll go ahead and close the convoy in. Do you want to close the convoy site first on your end, just to make sure that you don't lose any progress?
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and do that real quick, and there we go.